What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well today. Prague is absolutely squeezing crazy, ridiculous high. Uh, we'll see what happens with Prague. It's moving a lot, though. We're going to see what happens. Short squeeze is in play today for sure. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you're doing with Prague. Let me know what you like about it. All right, so we got Prague squeezing up huge. We got Rivian gapping up pretty heavily too. Um, yeah, for sure. Prague is definitely the one we're watching. Ooh, man, that's rough, Mirage. Sorry to hear that, bro. So you sold 3 weekly call options. I'm assuming you mean Mirage. If that's the case, that's rough, dude. It happens though, bro. It happens, man. You know. Yeah, hey, Prague is squeezing, dude. It's time. Hey, for sure, Enzo. You love to see it. That's why I try to tell people, like, I short, but I don't short penny stocks. You know, like, I don't short stocks that. I just think there's a lot of retail traders trading stocks like Prague, and I'm not going to short them. You know, if I short a stock, I'll short like Apple, you know, or AMD, you know, and sometimes I'll do okay. Sometimes I'll do bad. I ended up losing like $70 yesterday, but like, you know, we're just trying to scale up. Hey, what's up, Jason, on the air train? That's dope, man. You only made $100. At least you made something. All right, let's see what happens. My first question for you today is, where do you think Prague goes? And we're gonna ask the chat again. I think it's time. I think we should, right? I said, do you think Prague hit $6 today? You think Prague squeezes up to 6? We're gonna ask the chat. Hey, what's up, Alyssa? All right, we got the poll live. Poll is live. Do you think Prague squeezes up to $6 again today? Let us know. What's up, Krissa? What's up, YK? I think it'll get over 7. I think that's potential. Yeah, it's all right, Heartless. I mean, yeah, Prague hit as high as 640. Looks like right around 640. Not bad, you know. We also have Rivian, which honestly is just flying up this morning too. You know, this thing flew up yesterday right before the bell. I think Prague is just a short squeeze. I can check Mirage, but I think it's a short squeeze. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a short squeeze. I mean, I'm sure. I checked the squeeze app on it. Yeah, there's not really any catalyst. It hit 7-month highs. Continued retail investor interest. on social media. Basically, this is a short squeeze. If we look at my Squeeze app, shout out to everybody that downloads the Squeeze app. Squeeze is growing, bro. We're getting 20 plus users every day joining. So I appreciate you guys. We got hundreds of downloads. About 300 people have it downloaded right now. And so that's honestly really cool. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys downloading it. But let's check Prague. That's what I want to do. I want to check Prague. A really good idea on an app. A really good idea. What can I say? It just comes to me. But I just got a good idea, a pretty good idea for an app. I'm going to be designing another app, I think. So we'll see how it goes. But this is the Squeeze app. What's up, Voorhees? Short interest is low, you think? All right, so if you want to download the Squeeze app, you have to use you have to have an Android. It's coming on iOS in the next few days. Just on Android, it has 300 plus downloads. This is the app right here. All right, so let's check Prague. What this app shows you is free detailed short float data and information for free. Like, it doesn't cost anything. It's right on par. When I checked it, it's about 5%. It's within a 5% range of Ortex data. So it gives you some data. But yeah, so right now, Prague has 23% short float, 83 million in the float. And somebody asked me yesterday, they said, hey, what's the likelihood of a squeeze? And I told them that, like, you don't ever know the likelihood of a squeeze, but what you do know is, like, the short float relative to the float and what that entails. And that means that it's pretty solid. Like, having a high short float over 20% and then having a low float under 90 million, that means the stock is susceptible to a squeeze. And that's precisely what we got with Prague. It ripped up to, 630 yesterday. I also think it's not only a squeeze, but it's also just really high short interest or really high interest, like retail interest. I think it's also the reason for this. But regardless of why it's up, it's ripping, and it's definitely short squeezing a little bit. I mean, 23% short float is pretty high. Short volume today specifically is 31%, according to this app. So yeah, and if you want to download the app, I'll drop the link so you can download it if you want. Why is it not on iOS? Because I programmed it myself, and iOS is a little bit more difficult to program for. It's not that it's difficult to program for. I programmed it using a universal library called React Native that allows you to put it on whatever. So it's coming out on Android too. It's coming out on iOS as well. Just for iOS development, Apple makes you have a Mac And so no, the biggest issue right now is that I can't get into my daughter's computer. Like we bought my daughter a MacBook a few years ago, and she doesn't really use it, and she forgot the password. She would rather use my Lenovo Legion PC or Lenovo Legion laptop instead of her Mac laptop. And so she forgot the password. We can't get into it. And so that's what's stopping me from putting it on iOS. But yeah. Yeah, it's called Squeeze. It's right there. There's the link right there if you want to download it. Nah, you ain't getting a clue. What's up, Voorhees? It's called Squeeze. Yeah, Mountain. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely high enough to be Squeeze potential. But yeah, I'm not telling anybody. Yeah, Prog's ripping up. All right, so this is gonna be day 3 of scaling up our size too. Yeah, it's a good idea. I had the idea came to me. I have a good idea for an app. I don't know if it's a good idea. It is a good idea. It's a good concept of an idea. And no, I'm not telling it to people. I'm just gonna build the app and then put it out there so that nobody tries to beat me to it. Because as a programmer, people certainly will do that. If people hear a good idea, they will certainly steal your idea. So y'all ain't getting no clues on that one, and y'all have to just wait. I could probably build that app, the app that I'm thinking of, within 3-4 days. So just give me a little bit. Hey, thank you, Freddie. Y'all can hear the music, right? Music's good? Should be good. Yeah, no worries, Freddie. All right, good. All right, let me know what your top watch is today, guys. What do you think Prog is going to hit? We did this poll, and the poll asks, so far we got 95 votes on this poll. Do you think Prog squeezes up to $6 again today? That is what the poll asked. 78 whopping percent of you think yes. Only 22% of you think no, and this is out of 100 votes already. We started the stream up, I don't know how many minutes ago, but that's out of 100 votes already. So, hey, most people think Prog is going to hit 6 again. I tend to think it probably will. We got the support level at $5.50. $6 is up here. And so, as long as we can hold this $5.50 level, I think we're going to continue back up. And we'll see what happens. Let us know what your favorite stock is. Good. Yeah, I got you, Enzo. Why are you so handsome? I don't know, bro. I was just born that way. What can I say? When you look good and you know it, that's all I'm saying. If I don't end up, if this whole YouTube thing doesn't work out and programming thing doesn't work out, I'm just going to get a job on the runway. You know what I mean? I'm just going to get a job on the runway. Definitely top 5 best looking stock traders in the world right now. Everybody that knows. If you don't know, you're just hating on me. That's all. Yeah, my daughter hates using shout out to Krissa Ann with the $20 donation. I'm sorry, Krissa. I completely missed that. Shout out to Krissa. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's a huge donation really early this morning. So for that, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm obviously being sarcastic about the runway comment, but thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're the realist, and I certainly appreciate you. Thank you very much. That's a huge donation really early. So shout out to you. What's up, Uncle Smoke? How you doing, Uncle Smoke? You doing good, bro? Why not for what, YK? Oh, did you, Jabet? I didn't see you do a paid donation. When did you do one, bro? If you did, sir, I appreciate you as well, brother. I just don't see it. I'm scrolling back. I see... Hey, what's up, Crypto Critter? Yeah, I don't see any other donations, bro. All I see is the $20 donation. When was this? Was it yesterday or in the middle of the stream? Thank you. Javed, I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you, dude. Lucid also, guys. So we got Rivian, we got MRTI, we got Lucid. Honestly, today's one of those days where we got so much stuff moving in pre-market that I don't even have enough space on my screen for it. Oh, I was about to say, Javed. I was gonna be like, damn, dude. I always, you know how it is. I feel bad if I missed the donation. So good. Glad you were joking, because I'm glad I didn't miss one. I know, Mirage. Thank you, bro. You're the realest, dude. I appreciate you too. Stay pretty. You know. Why not for modeling? Oh, because I'm probably not tall enough to be a model, to be honest. I'm like 5'11", you know, so I'm not tall, you know, and models usually need to be like tall. They need to be like 6+. So I'm probably just not tall enough to be a model, you know. Plus, I don't really want to be a model. I mean, I'm obviously better, you know, good looking enough. I'm top 3 model looking traders in the world right now. I'm also the most humble. But yeah. Prague is moving because of high short interest or high retail interest and short potential. I think it's getting squeezed up. If we look at the app here, all right, I'm going to move on from this comment. Yeah, that's right, Redrift, you know. But no, I'm obviously being sarcastic though, guys. But no, we got Prague. Here's the movement on Prague. Prague, 23%. Pretty high, about 34% institutionally owned. Today's short volume ratio is 31%. Short volume today alone is 99.7 million. Volume of 325.5 million. Market cap of almost strong sell ratings either. And yeah, pretty high short float of 23%. So all of those are pretty indicative of a squeeze. And I also think we have really high short interest right now. There's no real catalyst in the last 48 hours or anything like that. But I just think we have really high short interest, or we have really high retail interest and, you know, a high short float. So I think we're getting short squeezed to a certain extent. And I also think that we're just got a lot of retail interest on this stock right now. And I think all of that stuff is propelling it higher and making it run. What's up, Euphis? Oh, that's you. Okay, you're Euphis. Okay, what's up, Euphis? Good to see you, bro. I remember you. What's up, dude? Good to have you back here, brother. You know. Reto, R-E-T-O. Lucid continues or falls off. I don't know, man. Lucid has proved a lot of people wrong in the last few weeks, man. Everybody's hating on Lucid. Everybody's hating on Rivian, too. Like, I've seen a lot of people hate on Rivian. You can't really hate on it anymore. I mean, listen. As much as you don't like EV, a lot of people don't like EV. EV is the future. It's just the most efficient. Regardless of, you know, the biggest argument against EV is that I see, the biggest argument against EV is that I see people say, oh, well, it wastes power and is bad for the environment to create the batteries, right? The batteries are bad for the environment. In the end, we'll find ways around that. We'll find better ways to get rid of those batteries in the environment, and we'll probably find a way to recycle them in a more effective and environmentally friendly way is what I think will probably happen. But I think in terms of efficiency, EV is obviously the future. You know, when you got the Plaid 9 seconds flat stock, you know, without even making noise, better handling than most drag cars, you know, they're just more efficient. You know, we'll always need oil lubricants. That's never going away. You know, we're always going to need oil as a lubricant for sure, you know. And so I think oil lubricant companies, plants, businesses are going to be fine. You know, I don't think they should worry. But I think of using gas-powered vehicles is going to go out the door eventually, obviously. And I think Rivian and Lucid are two stocks that partly show that. I mean, Lucid's getting back up towards the highs. The highs is at 64.80s here. We're currently at around $60. We have Rivian, one of the best performing IPOs I've seen in the last year. One of the best performing IPOs I've seen in the last year. That one flew up as well. So, I mean, hey. I don't know, Redrift, but crazy moves up, man. Yusuf. Yeah, that's what I said. What did I say? I said Yusuf. If I pronounced it wrong, I apologize, brother. Didn't mean to if I did. EVs are basically computers on wheels. How will such advanced electronics come down in price? The way anything comes down in price, bro. You know what I mean? I'll put it this way. A Tesla. Okay, let me think. I'll put it this way. Okay, this is how. All right, you ready? I'm gonna explain to you exactly how. All right. 10 years ago, for a computer to come out with 8 gigabytes of RAM, was not only very rare, but it was noticeably more expensive than anything else. Like, for a computer to come out with 8 gigs of RAM, it was way more expensive, and it was rare because it wasn't easy to produce, and though that RAM was expensive. Okay, over time, now the standard of a PC dropping has at least 8 gigs. If it doesn't have 8 gigs, it's slacking, unless it's like a Chromebook or whatever in terms of RAM. And so over time, we became more efficient at producing those type of technologies. Those type of technologies became the standard that we needed in those technologies. And overall, the price dropped down to be a normal spending. Like, you buy a normal computer, it's got 8 gigs of RAM now. The same thing is going to happen with electric vehicles. Over time, we're going to become more efficient. It's going to become more so the standard. And whether prices drop or inflation goes up, causing it to be not so bad, either way, we're still going to be using EV in 10 years, 100%. No question. Yeah, phones, game consoles, you know what I mean? Like, everything, for the technology that's out now. 20 years ago, that technology would be thousands of dollars. Like, an Xbox's technology now, like the Xbox Series X technology. 20 years ago, that would be thousands and thousands of dollars. Now you can get it for $300, $400, whatever. That's how, is that when something is more efficient, we work to make it easier to produce and cheaper. That's what's happened historically. And so that's what will happen with EV as well. Like, over time, we become more efficient at producing technology, and in turn, that technology becomes cheaper because it's easier for us to produce. The same thing's going to happen with EV. Same exact thing. Prior to really electric vehicles, the fastest stock, at least the fastest 4-cylinder car, was the WRX STI. Ran like a 12-second flat quarter mile, and that was like the best. And that car was running really expensive relative to others because it was one of the only ones. Over time, we became more efficient at producing cars that run less than 12 seconds flat quarter mile, and in turn, they became more common, easier to produce, as well as cheaper to a certain extent relative to the average personal income. Tesla up to 1074 right now. Rivian pulling back some. Prague is bouncing at that 550 level we talked about. So Prague is bouncing at that 550 level. Well, right now we have a microchip shortage, mostly from specific economic conditions, Michael. And so using right now as a standard is not really accurate, because right now we have a shortage. We have a microchip shortage, and we also have it hasn't become logistically easy to ship. You know what I mean? And so right now is a little bit different, and I think that's a self-evident, obvious thing, and I think that you gotta be honest about that, because that's what's going on. Same thing with houses. Housing prices are going way higher. There's a huge bubble there as well. But in the end, electric vehicles are more efficient, and in turn, anytime anything's more efficient, humans work to make it easier to produce, more efficient to produce, and ultimately, bring down the price, make it more affordable for the everyday person. Anytime something's more efficient, that happens. When iPhones first came out, they were a luxury that not many people had. Now freaking everybody's got an iPhone. And so I think you got to look at it in terms of like what humans do to combat those issues when something is more efficient and better. Anyways, Lucid going up to 61s. Speaking of EV, up to almost 61s. We'll see what happens there. We've got Rivian up to 173.50s. We've got Prague at 550s, going up to 6. Yeah, I made money from Prague yesterday. Prague was the one I made the most from. So yeah, I literally made the most money from Prague yesterday. It was the stock that I made the most on. GeoEV. Yeah, GeoEV's flying up too. I didn't see this one. I don't know why I missed this one, but GeoEV's testing highs as well. Let me see if this one has a catalyst. All right, so I see on the 15th of November, GeoEV dropped third quarter results. I'm assuming that this is just a continuation from that. So I'm assuming this is just a continuation from GeoEV from that. You know, vote on the poll, guys. We got almost 200 people on the Prague poll. 75% think yes, 25% think no. And so let us know what you think about Prague. What's up, Leo? Good morning, bro. All right, we have Lucid up there to 61s. All right, Lucid testing highs. GeoEV moving up testing highs as well. This one had favorable third quarter results drop a few days ago. I think it's just up on continued momentum from that. You know, the third quarter results dropped here and then it ran up. Look at GeoEV though, guys. GeoEV is flying up right now. The float of GeoEV is 105 million, so it's not a super small float either, and it's making rips. Up there to 1250 testing highs. The new pre-market high, it might be the lifetime high. No, it's not the lifetime high, but the new few week high is at 1255. We're moving up there to test that now. We're at 1250 right now, 1250. GeoEV is breaking highs. We got Lucid up there at 6120s. It's edging closer to the lifetime high, I'm pretty sure, on Lucid. Maybe it's not. Let me see. Maybe it is. Yeah, so it's okay. So the lifetime high on Lucid is back all the way from early this year in February, where it hit almost $65 a share. And so 64.86 was the previous lifetime high, 64.86. And that is right up here. So we're right around. That's the new lifetime high for Lucid here. So pretty interesting. We're at 61.12. So we'll see if we test that lifetime high for Lucid. GeoEV's ripping up. Rivian is testing that previous closing price at 172 to see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I got you. I'll look at CVS. I see a few people asking, or one dude asking me to look at CVS. Rocky, I got you, bro. Hold on 1 second. I'll look at it. But yeah, interesting movement right now for sure. I don't know, man. GeoEV is flying. Pretty interesting. All right, so let's take a look at CVS. There's Lucid. Lucid's testing highs. CVS, very strong long-term chart. Very strong long-term chart. Now, I think we've got some levels to pay attention to. I think the first thing is, like, everybody's kind of waiting to see what happens at $100. If CVS can break $100. In terms of support underneath this, I'm going to preface this with I am not an investment professional, and this is not professional investment advice, or this is not financial advice. Everything we do here is completely free. We don't sell a course. We don't sell a service. I'm not an expert. I don't even claim to be a good trader. Everything we do is free. This is not financial advice. Don't sue me. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, with that said, CVS, we're looking at support underneath us right now. And we do have this big support level of $90 that was from all the way back in June. And so we popped up to 96.50s, which is interesting. And so we'll watch that high as well. So this is kind of the range I'm looking at. We also have a little bit of confirmation support right around 92.50. And so these are the levels I'm watching here. You know, we'll see what happens. It's a little bit of a slow mover, but I think the long-term chart looks good. Of course, I'm not saying it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go up, but the chart looks decent to me personally. All right, so we are bouncing right off of that 1250 level for GeoEV. Let's see if we do like a cup and handle breakout pattern with a bounce right around $12, right around 12 or maybe 12.25 here. Let's see if we bounce somewhere within that range, and we'll see what we get. CEI, guys. Look at CEI. CEI gapping up nicely today as well. CEI is up. They responded to Kerrisdale Capital report on Camber Energy. I'm going to read this article for CEI, and I think this is influencing the gap up. It says, quote, ESG Clean Energy LLC, developers of net zero carbon footprints and clean energy solutions for distributed power generation, released a statement today in response to a report issued by Kerrisdale Capital about CEI and Viking Energy Group, VKIN. If you don't remember, Kerrisdale Capital basically said that CEI wasn't a real company, wasn't a legitimate company. They said that the only thing that they have going for them is that they have a pretty large stake in Viking Energy, which is an OTC company. CEI basically responded to that today, and they said, let's see, the full statement can be viewed here. Let's see what the statement says. Waiting for it loading. It's taking a while to load, to be honest. Waiting for this article to drop, so just bear with me, team. Bear with me. We're going to drop in. Hold on. All right, so this is what they said. They said, Kerrisdale Capital issued a research report on CEI. It is not an independent and disinterested report. Kerrisdale Capital is a short seller that held and may still hold positions in the stock of CEI. And this report includes misinformation on Sudari Group Technology and a licensing agreement with between ESG Clean Energy and Camber Viking. We welcome this opportunity to correct this information. They said, quote, KC suggests that SG is not an established and viable firm. That is not correct. Carmelo, here, let me bring this over here so I can read it just a little bit easier. That is not correct. Carmelo J. Scuderi invented the Scuderi split cycle engine and in 2002 started the Scuderi Group Incorporated. The Scuderi Group is presently a research and development company with a large and growing patent portfolio. To date, Scuderi Group has been issued and maintains over 200 domestic and foreign patents covering all aspects of internal combustion engine technology, energy storage, power generation, and carbon capture. And again, this is all quoting from this response from CEI to Kerrisdale Capital. The Scuderi Group owns all the patents and its business model, and again, we're quoting, and its business model is the licensing of its technology. The Scuderi Group and the SEC entered into a settlement regarding events that took place over 10 years ago, and Scuderi Group neither admits nor denies the allegations in the settlement. The settlement has nothing to do with the technology or the license agreement with ESG Energy or the Camber license agreement. A review of the Scuderi Group's response to the Wells notice from the SEC provides much more detailed information. The entire response to the Wells notice can be downloaded from Scuderi Group website by following the link provided here. To assess the technology and value of the license agreements, the power industry and thermodynamics, basically, we're reading this. Okay, so basically say they're okay. So just to kind of group these words together in an understandable way. GeoEV breaking highs, man. I completely missed it reading the CEI response. GeoEV breaking highs is up to 12 or up to 1330s here. 1330s. Crazy here. I'll link this report, but basically what they're saying is that they don't understand the technology. So commenting on the technology when they don't even understand it clearly shows that they're not super credible in terms of like what they're saying. They said Kerrisdale describes the technology as, in essence, the concept of collecting the exhaust gases emitted by a natural gas fueled electric generator, cooling it down to distill out the water vapor and isolating the remaining carbon dioxide. End quote. This is not correct, they say. They say the removal of the water from the exhaust is not done by simply cooling the exhaust, and condensation of water vapor is dependent on numerous psychometric properties of air and water vapor, including relative humidity, temperature, pressure, enthalpy, and thermodynamics of energy required to accomplish the condensation. Simply trying to cool the exhaust will not work because it requires too much energy, and cooling alone will not achieve an exhaust dry enough to enable effective and efficient carbon capture utilizing solid absorbers. One of the biggest advantages to SG carbon capture system is the use of waste heat energy to drive the water condensation and its ability to generate carbon-free electricity, usually utilizing its patented inverted Brayton cycle. Anyways, they're basically saying that Kerrisdale is full of crap. That's what they're saying, end quote. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But they're basically disputing the Kerrisdale Capital short report, and that's causing people to be more bullish on CEI. You can see CEI is gapping up from about 111 to 123 today. It's gapping up about 12 cents, and it's interesting. We're gonna watch and see what happens with this. Are you bullish on CEI now after that response? Anyways, GeoEV flying up. It's at 1330s, making really big moves, popping up really huge here. Yeah, for sure, Scott. Prague is flying up. Rivian's gapping up too. GeoEV is as well. Yeah, I mean, look, we got that 550 support level here for Prague. We'll see if it continues up and bounces. Yeah, for sure, Dragon. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not saying whether CEI is good or bad. I don't know. I'm not invested in CEI personally myself. And so generally when short funds like that short something, they're doing so for a reason. At the same time that they also have an innate bias against the stock. And so, you know, we'll see what happens. I think they're very volatile. They're looking really good, Mel, and I'm certainly watching them. SNDL, Christian? SNDL starting to rip up too, man. SNDL's up to almost 84 cents in pre-market. Just broke over the previous closing price. And yeah, we'll see what happens. It's starting to make moves. It's up to almost 84. Hey, and thank you guys, man. Before 7:30, it's 7:20 in the morning. We've got 430 people here. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys making me your early stock trader to watch. You know, that starts early. So, hey, thank you, team. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. We do this live every single day. We don't sell anything. We give everything away for free. We don't charge a penny for any of our content. It's literally all free. We even developed apps, and we're giving those apps away for free. If you want to download the app I developed called the Squeeze app, it basically tells you detailed short flow data and information for free or text level data. You can download the app right there. Hey. Oh, yeah, I repeat myself a ton, Kevin. It is what it is. I mean, when you watch so many stocks every day, you're going to repeat yourself. It's all good. I probably should get one that says, don't sue me, more than anything. Not professional financial advice. Don't sue me. Nice. And Cal. Hey. Maybe Kevin. Maybe that's coming soon, bro. We got the SPI on the move. Yeah, SPI ripped yesterday. SPI ripped this morning, actually, right? Yeah, so SPI gapping up some too. Let's see what the reason for SPI's gap up is. GeoEV pulling back to 13s. We'll see if it bounces there. We've got Rivian bouncing exactly. And this is a reason, like, listen, team, if you're not watching the previous closing price, you're missing out. You know, the previous closing price is incredibly relevant. Why is it relevant? Because look at how Rivian acts here. The reason it's relevant and the reason people should watch the previous closing price is simple, because so many other people are watching it. And whenever you have so many other people watching a really specific level like that, it's going to be relevant. It's going to hold sway over that stock's movement to a certain extent because people are basing their trades around these type of levels. And they're certainly doing it on the previous closing price. And if you look at Rivian, for instance, every time it moves back, it bounces directly off of that down to the very cent off of the previous closing price. Look at these bounces right off the very cent of the previous closing price. And so if you're not watching that, you're missing out on a pretty relevant level you should be paying attention to, especially on a short-term basis. No, you're good, Kevin. I appreciate it, dude. Don't forget, we're watching it. Yeah, we're watching is probably one of the, one of the biggest ones, I say. Or this thing is ripping up. This thing is crazy. Wow. Probably wow. I'm gonna get a doll that I pull the string and it just goes wow. Hey, thank you, Mans. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. So it's only available on Android, Fritz. So if you've got an Android, I'll post the link again. We got GOV bouncing off of 310s. Rivian is making moves up. I got the hiccups, forgive me. Oof. Oh, got the hiccups. Facebook? Yeah, hold on. Let me look up what's going on with SPY real quick. All right, so SPY issues 4.21 million 10% convertible promissory notes with $20 per conversion price. Traders are also circulating Edison future links suggesting registrations could go live soon for SPI. On the 11th, they had a notable trader and Twitter account, Antonio Costa, tweeted he prefers SPI over another electric vehicle name like Rivian. So SPY's doing well. EV's just getting a lot of hype right now, I guess. But those are the catalysts that I see here for SPY. They issued 4.21 million 10% convertible promissory notes with $20 per share conversion price. Traders are circulating an Edison future link suggesting registrations could go live soon. Honestly, these are super dope too. Look at these though. Look at that, dude. That is honestly really cool. It's called the EF1V delivery van. I love the paint. I love the paint. I think that is the future. I think if they want to make it, I think this is what Tesla should be doing, is making this reflective paint. That's the coolest part about it, you know. And I think SPY produces their batteries. What's up, Gareth? Yeah, hey, I appreciate it, Solo. Thank you, thank you, Pawn. He said, welcome to the channel, man. A lot of good traders here, and you will learn a lot. John will keep it real, though, so be prepared to hear some things you might not like. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I tell people about honest truth, regardless of how they feel about it, and that'll make certain people dislike me. In the end, like, I've had a lot of traders that support the channel, and I certainly appreciate you all. Thank you, guys. Yeah, there's a few different beginner videos, Dawn, that I suggest you watch if you're new to trading. I'll post some of them here. The first one I think you should watch is Understanding Technical Analysis for Beginners. You know, that's probably the one you should watch the most, is Understanding Technicals for Beginners. Let me find it. I got it somewhere. My channel's come so long, man. I started seeing my streams from 2 years ago where I was getting like 700 views. And I was super happy to get those 700 views, bro. But like, hey, I appreciate you guys. Streaming, yeah, 500 views from 3 years ago. That's right when I started streaming. So thank you guys. Appreciate the love. All right, let's see. All right, but look, we got GeoEV bouncing at 311s here. I gotta go find the video. It's somewhere on my playlist. It's somewhere. I am not a robot. Okay, Kevin, that's cool. Thank you for the motivation. Prague retracement, good info. I'm $200 in the green since I've been watching John. Hey, thank you, brother. Thanks for the motivation, man. Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Good info, bro. I stopped by this morning to see where you're at. Thanks. Hey, happy for that, bro. Thank you, man. How do I learn this? So I missed Who Makes the Van. Let me see. We try to get broader. This is Edison Future. You know, look at that van, dude. That's a cool van. I give it credit. Yeah, that's pretty dope. All right, so yeah, we're watching AMC. Been back holding SPI, and it finally was up. Couldn't sell after hours because I have it on Robinhood. That's one of the bad things about Robinhood. Yeah, for sure. Hey, John, good morning. I'm watching Fisker in Prague. I'm not a robot. IO and Q. I love this community. Everyone wants success, and you get a lot of support here. Hey, thank you. I just try to be honest with people. Like, a lot of people get into this game. If you're trying to day trade, you're probably going to lose in the beginning. And this is coming from somebody that day trades successfully for the most part, you know. But if you're trying to day trade, you're probably going to lose in the first year. And so I always tell people this: if you're struggling financially, do not day trade. Do not day trade. I don't care what a guru says. I don't care if a guru's flashing $30,000 in one day on you and saying, look at my gains, $30,000. Look at me, buy my course. You can be just like me. A lot of the gurus are just pumping up stocks and then profiting from their followers, pumping the stocks up with them. And in turn, making these big gains and then selling the same people that pump the stock up for them, selling those same people courses for thousands of dollars because they're making those gains. Like, that's the reality, right? In the end, take it slow, trade very small if you're new. Paper trade as long as you can. Try to build a profitable system with paper first and then switch to real money. That's how you got to do it. And good luck. Thank you, Cruz. All right, so my cryptos are green. Yeah, I saw crypto is mostly break even today. Right, exactly. Singles keep you in the game. Swinging for home run leads to strikeouts. Hey, thank you, James. I appreciate you, bro. I started day trading, not options, just stock, and I'm up $8,000 on my first 2 day trades. Why should call them day trades? They were more like a few days I held them. Yeah, swing trading is what it is then. That's not day trading. That's swing trading, everything. That is what I think. Yeah, get rich slow. Swing trading is going to be easier than day trading for beginners. Excuse me. The reason swing trading is easier is because you need less technical skill as a swing trader. Day trading is almost pure technicals, right? So you better have a really established technical analysis game if you're going to day trade. You know, like, that's the number one thing. A lot of day traders try to memorize strategies. That's not what you should be doing. You should understand technicals to a T and understand exactly what, you know, how to do it. If you don't understand technicals at an extensive level, you should not be day trading. Swing trading is more profitable, especially for beginners, is because you need less technicals ultimately to do it. You can in turn trade different correlating stories in the market. Like, if the E3 video game conference is next weekend, you can buy gaming stocks and you know, have a logical assumption that those gaming stocks are going to go up based off of that conference on the weekend. And you can play different correlating stories like that, which are more easy to identify, but also require less technical skill. And so because of that, I think most new traders are going to be better suited towards swing trading. And then once they're successful at swing trading and they have a cushion, a bankroll, then you can try to learn day trading. You know, I think that's going to be the path most traders take to have success, I think. And if I could start over, that's what I would do. I like the song. It's just got words, so we got to skip it. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I don't know where Prague's going, guys. We're watching it. I don't know where it's going to go. Nobody does. We're just speculating on what it could do. I have no idea. I think 6 is a big level. I think, of course, 640 is a big level as well. But I don't know what it's going to do. That's not what we do here. We don't really tell people exactly what it's going to do because nobody knows, and that would just be nonsense. All right, so SPI is gapping up. CEI is gapping up as well after they corrected Carousel Capital on some of their flaws of the short report that they dropped a few months ago. Rivian is up there. Lucid still looking good, up there to 61s, breaking highs here for Lucid. So Lucid just broke highs. The lifetime high is up there at like 64. It's like 64.80s. It's like 64.85 right there. I'm pretty sure the lifetime high, right around 64. So this is the lifetime high for Lucid. We just broke recent highs. We're up to almost 62. We're at 61.83s for Lucid, and we'll see if we continue. Yeah, I'm definitely watching Lucid. What's up, Juan? Hey, good morning, bro. But yeah, Prague, I think 550 is a big level of support that we should be paying attention to. So I think if we're watching it, we should be watching that that 550 support level. GeoEV flying up, guys. GeoEV from 1250s all the way to 1360s. That's crazy. What's up, T-Man? Hey, good morning, my Louisiana brother. Good to see you, dude. Where's my lighter over here? I want to light this candle. I used to make fun of my wife for going into Bed Bath & Beyond because I hated that store, and then eventually I started to need candles because I sit in this room for 5 hours every day. Lucid's up there to 6160s. We got GeoEV at 1280s, so we're watching that. Almost 13s for GeoEV, making moves. Yeah, I mean, it's just EV. Yeah, it's been a while, Ricardo. We haven't had the good day, sir, anyone in a while. I mean, I usually might have to do like 1 or 2 per day, but like in the end, trolls will always be there. What's up, DW? Good morning. I have a question. Yesterday, MCHP was trading at 84 and change. The call option were priced low. Example, $81 strike was priced at $2. Can you execute an option at 81 and make $100? Not really, no. I'm not really much of an options person, though, Michelle, to be completely real. So somebody correct Michelle because, like I said, I'm not much of an options guy. All right, we got GeoEV at 1290s. We're watching that. Yeah, I'm glad to see everything moving to everything. I'm just glad to see everything moving like that, to be honest. John, can you explain on GeoEV chart where you would be looking to scalp on the bounces? All right, look, I'm going to say this, but I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying this is going to work. Maybe it crashes. Maybe it hits these levels and it just goes to zero. I don't know. All right. But if I'm looking at levels, I'm looking at levels that are right around the VWAP and support. And so in this case, we've got like 1270, 1275 right here. 1275. I always scalp over the VWAP. And so like, for instance, if we got 1275, if we move up here, then we can look at 1325 right here. So maybe we could look at like 1325 bounce like this, and then a move back up. That's what I would generally be looking at to scalp, But who knows if we'll get that or not. But like those are really the levels I'm watching. So 1275, 1325, maybe 13. You know, if 13 holds, 13 actually looks pretty solid too. So those three levels right around the VWAP as well. But again, I don't know whether they're going to go up or down, of course. What are your thoughts on potential share offerings on Prog? Is there rumors? Do they have a registered offering on the books? Let me check the filings. I'm reading about Prog offering potential. Hold on one second, looking at the filings. All right, so the last offering news I see for Prog is they announced pricing of a senior unsecured notes offering. 600 million in aggregate principal amount of its 6% senior unsecured notes. It's senior notes, so it's not. We'll see what happens there. You're not a fortune teller? No. Kern is cannabis. Look at, all right, so here goes GOEV. GOEV bouncing right at the VWAP. The biggest thing, like when we're looking at a stock moving like this, you could also just look at the VWAP here. Like look at the VWAP bounce. Like VWAP, okay, so if you don't know what the VWAP is the volume weighted average price. What it really does is it tells you the short-term intraday trend. And so by that logic, if you want to bet on a trend continuation, you just wait for a pullback to the VWAP and then buy the dip, buy the bounce. Like this. Like look, bounce, bounce, bounce. And so it's really just following the VWAP. It's maintaining, this is really just it maintaining an upward trend. And if you want to bet on that trend continuation, you just wait for pullbacks to the VWAP. What I like to do though, is I like to look for major support or resistance levels right around the VWAP. And so that's why I said like 13 here. You know, 13 might cause a bounce if we dip to 13 and then bounce up to 1350. That's certainly possible. Maybe not. It might not happen. Who knows? We got 1250 or 1350 above us there. And then we've got 1360, which is the new highs, basically. So we'll see what happens with all of these. But yeah, GOEV looking strong. Who knows if it'll continue, though? We'll see. What's up, Frank? No, don't do that, Dragon. Don't do that, bro. I appreciate the thought, but don't do it, you know. FUML, FUM, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I appreciate it, Dragon. To be honest, I don't, like I said, this channel makes plenty of money, you know. I appreciate the thought and everything, but yeah, no need to do that. The channel makes plenty of money. It really does, you know. Y'all would probably be surprised. All right, so Prog said they won't do an offering until after November 21st. That was said some time ago in one of their documents. Okay, well, that's pretty good news then. All right, so Kern, sorry, Brick Johnson wants me to look at Kern, K-E-R-N. MULN looks good. The volume's a little bit light. Let me look up the catalyst real quick on this one, and then we'll look at Kern. I mean, if you're calling out stocks and I missed it, just let me know. I apologize. All right, so they showed an active stake form. 3.38%. They found out somebody had a 3.38% stake, basically at almost 3.3% stake in the company, which is good. 13C or CS13D amended filing. Social media interest as well. Traders are circulating a company SUV named as a winner of LA Auto Show article. It was issued Tuesday morning. So interesting. So that's the catalyst. A little bit, not the best volume here for MULN, but we'll see what happens. The other one that wanted me to look at was Kern. Now, this is the reality of Kern and most of these other ones. This is a cannabis related stock, right? A few days ago, there was a lot of cannabis sympathy. So we had like SNDL going crazy, and it was moving up. We had CGC, going crazy. ACB making moves. TLRY, which is probably like the alpha cannabis stock, making moves. And so with SNDL and specifically with Kern, it's just a cannabis stock. It's going to move with cannabis. So like if the cannabis sector starts to really rip up and go crazy, then Kern might potentially follow that in sympathy. And so that's what I'd look at for Kern. It's just what I think most cannabis stocks are going to be long-term plays waiting for federal legalization. And the question you have to ask yourself is how many people are front-loaded onto that waiting for that same catalyst to happen? I don't know. But, Kern's sitting right around $3. If it can hold over 250, I think that's good. And we'll see what happens. Hey, thank you, Dragon. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man. VWAP buy when SPI drop below it. Does this apply to pre-market? I never buy anything below the VWAP. So if something falls below the VWAP, I'm typically not buying it. The only way I'm really going to want to buy anything is if it's above the VWAP. I'm attacking trends. Like I don't bet. I'll put it this way. I never trade against the trend. There's some traders that can. I'm not saying it's wrong to, but it's just something that I don't do. I don't trade against the trend. And so if something, I never buy anything if it's below the VWAP, and I never shorted anything if it's above it. I'm always trading with the trend. And so if I'm shorting a stock, it's below the VWAP. And I don't really short penny stocks. It's mostly blue chip companies like Apple that I short. If it's below the VWAP, I short it. And if it's above the VWAP, I go long in it. But just because it's below the VWAP doesn't mean I'm going to short it. Like this is just neutral right now. So we had this big rip up in SPI and we're consolidating. Same thing with Prog. Prog ripped up really strong and it's just consolidating right now. It actually looks solid. It's holding support at 550. I think that's a pretty good sign. But yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, again, on the Short Squeeze app, what's the easy way to find out where the volume of each stock is? I mean, you can see the volume here on Benzinga, and Benzinga allows you to try them out for free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card if you want to check out Benzinga's free trial. They do allow you to try them out for a few weeks without even needing a CC number. And so, hey, try them out if you want. Here's the link. Let me find it. Where'd my Benzinga link go? I think I lost it. Did I lose my Benzinga link? I think I did. Probably got it in the description. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. All right. Yeah, if you want to check out Benzinga, try them out for free for 2 weeks. Here's the link. Just go to the free trial at the top right. Hey, thank you, Kevin. What's an easy way to find out where the volume is of each stock? I use Benzinga. You can look at it here. Like, for instance, Prog has 9.2 million shares traded already in pre-market. And let's look at what the float is of Prog. See how many times the float's been rotated. All right, so the float's 126 million. So it hasn't been rotated yet, but still pretty high volume for Prog, not in the millions. We also have a ton of votes already. We've got 484 votes. 74% of you think, yes, Prog is going to hit $6 today. And we'll see if it does. Yeah, so SPY dipping down below the VWAP. There's the bounce at Prog. Prog bounced again at 550s. Still moving up for Prog. So, hey, we'll see what we get. Prog's still moving up there. Activision. Activision's just had a rough year. The yearly chart's pretty rough for Activision. Just my own personal opinion. The yearly chart's just a little rough. So tough to tell. Gapping down. Pretty big rough day yesterday. The only positive thing is that it might be oversold now. Who knows for Activision though. BKKT. BKKT's gapping up some. And this one, out of like DWAC and PHU, and it held its gains pretty well. It was at sevens, it's over 20 still. It held its gains pretty well. The big support level, I think, is $20. If we can hold over 20, that's what we really want to see. 20, I guess $19 below us. I think that all makes sense. Good volume, nice gap up this morning though for BKKT. Remember, this is not financial advice. Remember that, guys. Hey, what's up, Brio? Hey, thank you. Yeah, for sure. That 550 support level holding is really great. Now the next step for Prog is to see if we can make it over the VWAP and hold. That's what we want to see. We want to just see it over the VWAP and hold. Yeah. Activision makes Call of Duty. Yes. They make Call of Duty. They're probably the biggest publisher. And so yeah, Activision makes Call of Duty. Destiny. Doom. It's also owned by Blizzard, so World of Warcraft, a bunch of games. I love Blizzard games. That's the warrants, Brielle. So GOEVW is the warrants here. So this is the warrants. So GOEVW is the warrants. Now, warrants are kind of like company-issued offerings or company-issued options. We're gapping up with the warrants, but the volume's a little bit too light for me. But if you don't have the money, maybe it could potentially get interesting. We'll see. Yeah, I remember Diablo. Any tips on momentum trading and how do you avoid fast pullbacks? I mean, I buy into pullbacks. I think buying into pullbacks and riding the bounce is usually what I do the best. Oh man, Activision had some news. Let me see what the news for Activision was, guys. Let me drop the. Let me see what the Activision news was. I did see it had a pretty big drop. Here's CEI though. I mean, look at CEI, Lucid, still looking pretty solid here. Rivian dumping all the way down below the VWAP. Prog looks good. It's bouncing at 550. And GOEV didn't hold over 13. We're now testing the VWAP, so we'll see if the VWAP holds. About 775 million in the float. A report that, okay, so here it goes. So a report that the company was aware of misconduct allegations with workers reportedly staging a walkout to demand the CEO's resignation. Okay, so that's what went down. So they're calling for the CEO to resign after allegations of misconduct came out for Activision. And so yeah, that's certainly influencing news. And Activision tanked yesterday on that catalyst, dropped from 72s down to 66s. So pretty big drop for Activision on that news. Now we'll see what happens. I don't know if you want to buy into it or not. I'm not sure, but yeah, pretty rough news. Tesla dipping down a little bit. Rivian dropped. Lucid dipping down too. So EV's dropping a little bit now, including SPY, including Rivian, including Tesla, including Lucid. Blink as well. So EV's dropping a little bit right now. CEI up to 125s, breaking the previous pre-market high. So CEI is up to 125s now. We'll see where that one goes. What minute chart is best for VWAP? That's subjective. It really depends. Yeah, that's what happened, Chris. But yeah, as for what time frame is best, Crip, it just depends. You know, I prefer 1 minute because I'm a scalper, but you know, who knows? So GeoEV did not hold the VWAP. It's actually, it might be changing trends. Who knows? But it's dipping down now. And I believe GeoEV is EV, right? Let's make sure. All right, third quarter results. My VWAP settings, I'm pretty sure standard deviation -2 and 2. I'm pretty sure is what my settings are. All right, so we got this 1250 level right below the VWAP, and so you know, we'll see what happens. There's 1250. We did bounce directly off of that, so we'll see. Prague starting to test the VWAP area as well, so let's see if Prague can actually fight its way back over and hold over the VWAP. Let's see. It's trying. Yeah, Rivian reversing pretty big, down to 169s. What else do we have? So GeoEV bouncing at 1250s. AMC is slightly red. Not super red though, not bad. MULN, a little bit slow. ENSC is trying. We've got like MRTI. Let's gap it up. It's a little bit below the VWAP there. Not a ton of volatility. Yeah, for sure, Bob. Rivian is all speculation and all EV is everyone investing knows that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Rivian is, of course, speculation. It's just an IPO, so it has a lot of interest on it just because, I mean, anytime a stock makes this big of percentage moves, traders watch it, and that's what's going on with it. All right, so all right, guys. So let me know what you're watching the most today. Let me know what you're watching the most today. Prague testing VWAP. Let's see if it actually holds. Rivian's finally pulling back some. So it's a pretty big drop for Rivian. I know a lot of people are watching like GeoEV as well, but EV is starting to reverse here. Here's SPY. SPY is up to 690s, and so we're watching this, guys. We'll see what we get. Let me know what your favorite stock is. I think most people's favorite is probably Prague, and I tend to agree. Prague has some of the best volume, most interest right now, most potential. All right. IRA account, you can't short stocks. Watching Cala. Morning, John. Hey, what's up, Anthony? What's up, Chris? At Prague and RWLK. Watching Prague, definitely. Most stocks I'm watching have charts that are all pretty much at the bottom of their respective channels. I think we should see some sort of bounce market-wise today and or end of the week. Can you show us Tesla? Sure. And Tesla is definitely getting affected by this EV drop. It's definitely dropping down some. Tesla had popped all the way back up to like 1080. It's currently at 1071, so it did drop some. Look at Prague, guys. Prague's starting to test the VWAP. I saw somebody else mention RWLK. Here's RWLK. It's at 150s. So that's pretty interesting as well, I think. But yeah, big momentum coming through. APWC is one that we can watch as well. GeoEV is bouncing up a little bit now. Hard to predict these drops. This is just in the EV sector. All right, there goes Prague. Prague's up to 580s right now. 580s for Prague. So it's making a nice move up. Yeah, for sure. Riot, Lucid failed. Follow through consolidation, a new high. Yeah, I mean, Lucid is just an EV play too. So Lucid's just following other EV plays. I could tell Lucid was down before I even looked at it, just based off of what all these other EV stocks are doing, specifically Rivian. There are a lot of these are moving together in EV. And so with Rivian dumping down, Lucid's following it. Tesla is probably influencing them as well. We got SPI down. We've got Blink dropping kind of too. So just EV, NIO is down. So just EV in general is moving down right now. It's all moving. They're all moving in sympathy with each other. Prague, though, Prague is over VWAP now. It's at 587. It's testing $6 a share. So let's see if Prague can get over 6 now. It's at 580s. Let's see if we can hold it and continue to push back up. New to trading here. I'm on day 2 of watching you live in the morning. Thanks for the information. My new morning coffee routine. Hey, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support. And welcome to the stream. Yeah. We do this every day. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to hit that sub button. We day trade live on stream for free every day. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't even claim to be a good trader. I don't charge a penny for any content. It's all free, so everything we drop is free. Like I said, if you want to download the Squeeze app, which is a free short float app, it tells you detailed short float data and information, all for free. You can download the Squeeze app here. If you have an Android phone, only if you have an Android. If you have iOS, unfortunately, you can't get it. But the iOS version is coming out soon. Hey, thank you, KSL. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member as well. I appreciate the support, KSL, for sure. West Coast peeps still sleeping, gonna wake up feeling froggy. Yeah, proggy. Yeah, for sure. All right, EV's dropping fast, guys. So look at EV. So EV's coming down. That includes Rivian. That includes Tesla. That includes NIO. That includes Lucid. That includes GeoEV. So EV in general is coming down. We'll see if it rebounds. I mean, they're all up pretty heavily, and so they're all still green except for Rivian. Rivian is actually technically red right now, and Rivian's dropping fast too. It's at 163.50. So, yeah, I know, Enzo. It's gonna be coming. We're gonna get it on iOS pretty soon. What's crypto doing right now? All right, so mostly everything's down. Bitcoin's down. We got about it's mixed. So Ethereum Classic is up, XRP is up, TRX is up, BAT is up, Chainlink is up, ZRX is up, LRC, OMG, TRX is up, 1inch is up, SCELR is up, Mana, crypto gaming coin is up, Engine Studio. So crypto gaming seems to be doing pretty well. Shiba Inu is break even right now. What about like Doge? Doge is slightly down. Interesting. And so, yeah, you can see crypto here as well if you want to kind of peep out what crypto is doing. The good thing about BitGet is that you can get a lot of these like altcoins. Like crypto gaming is huge. And if you saw Sandbox is up ridiculous numbers. Like we dropped a video on our other channel about crypto gaming, and you can buy a lot of these crypto gaming coins on BitGet if you want to get in on these coins. But look at Sandbox just over the last few days. Very strong. It's up 14% over the last 24 hours. Look at this. Look how big these moves are. And so this was at 655 yesterday. It was at 250. So it's currently at 340. So these crypto gaming stocks are running, and you can get them on BitGet. And so if you want to, and US users can trade on BitGet, and you can trade crypto futures as well. So if you want to short Bitcoin, if you want to go long in Bitcoin, you can on BitGet, and they do allow US users, and you can copy other profitable traders, plus get verified if you're in the US. So a pretty easy crypto choice, I think, if you're trying to get into the crypto market. They got Doge, they've got Shiba. Check it out. There's the link. You want to get into some of the metaverse cryptos, that's the place to do it. There's the link. Help support your boy. All right, so Tesla's dropping. Metaverse stocks, we've got like MMAT as a metaverse stock. Name your favorite metaverse plays in chat. Facebook, yeah, Facebook's definitely one, considering their new name is Meta. All right, so here goes $6. Prog about to hit 6. So we'll see. Everybody was probably right in the poll. Most people said yes. Hey, it's about to hit. There's 6. Shout out to the people that voted no in the poll. All 26% of you that voted no. Shout out to you guys, because Prog's looks like about 150 people voted no. Prog was not going to hit 6, and we're up to 595s right now. So, hey, when you're wrong, guys. It looks like Prog's about to hit 6. Roblox. Yeah, CEI. CEI's ripping up to 129. It's getting a lot more volume than before. Look at CEI run here. So it's moving. Crazy moves. All right, CEI is starting to run us at 131. So there's $6. So Prog has effectively hit $6 exactly. 601s is where Prog hit. So the new high of pre-market, or the new high in the last 30 minutes, is $6. So we did hit 6. It's acting as a resistance now. We'll see if it continues. And this is why we drew $6 here, is because it's probably going to be a resistance level. We got to fight our way over. So we'll see if we do. But Prog just broke 6, came right back down. Hey, what's up, corporate? John, when would you recommend the right time to use cold wallet with a platform like BitGet? Well, it's up to you. That's a subjective answer, really. Haven't traded with Prog because of the high float and slow mover. It's not. It's got 100 and something in the float, so it's not a small float stock, but we'll see. Hey, what's up, NCal? Yeah, Prog hit 6. Hey. What's up, Cruising Crypto? Yes, sir. What's up, corporate? Another beautiful day in pre-market. Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir, it is. That was only the first shot. It'll break 6. Yeah, I'm watching it for that. We'll see. No, Prog didn't hit 6. Yeah, it did. Look. If we look at the high right here, look at the H right here. The high of this candle is 601. So it definitely hit 6, no question, not even arguable. It certainly hit 6. And if you're one of those guys that voted no, when you're wrong, you're wrong. But Yeah, if you look at the high up there at the top, like look at this H right here. This means the high of this candle, right? Look, it says 601. So it 100% hit 6. Hey, thank you, Internet. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, dude. What's up, Tiny? Hey, good morning. Hope you're doing good. Yes, sir. 601. Hey. Yeah, it was probably a limit order, Ken. If it's a limit order, it's not going to trigger exactly where you want it. It's usually only going to trigger when it breaks over and holds for a second. I know, but the top of TOS right here is 601. You know. Yeah, my list says it hit 601. So does mine. Yeah, what's up, Jason? Yeah. All right, let's see if we hold the VWAP and bounce off of it. That's the next step. We hit 6. We're starting to trend higher. Let's see if we hold it to VWAP and continue. We'll add a little bit to prog here. See if I can get in on this dip. Let me get the EXT TIF here on the move. All right, we're in. Good morning. What's up, Chelsea? Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, CEI keeps going. CEI is all the way up to 134s, 135s. All right, kids going to school. It did. I voted no, and I was wrong. Hey, well, thank you for admitting that, James. Hey, nice, Jason. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. What's up, Kurt? Best meta plays, the most obvious NVIDIA. It's a little bit different thinking, but I like it. I like it. Daniel, I think your head's in the right place. You got to find those more, the correlations that not everybody sees. And I like it. I like it. What's up, Charlie? Hey, good morning, bro. What's up, Billy? We got 735 people here before 8:30 in the morning. So for that, I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button below. Can we hit 1,000 people here early? We'll see. But hit the like, hit the subscribe button below. I certainly appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the support. In the end, what we try to do here is just create a free community where we don't charge for a course. We don't try to sell you on a course eventually. We don't charge a penny for any of our content. We give everything away for free while not claiming to be an expert, while not claiming or trying to be a guru, and just teaching people what we wish we knew in the beginning. So if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get an alert anytime we go live or drop a new video just like this. Be sure to do that, guys. SPY is crashing down too. Here's something we haven't really talked about, is that the SPY reversed pretty heavily, and this is probably what's dragging not just EV, but a lot of different stocks down. If we look at like AMD, for instance, it's dropping. We look at Apple, for instance, it's dropping. And so the SPY is actually just dropping here. The S&P 500, the SPY is dipping. That is what's probably causing the drop in Rivian and Lucid and AMD, and Apple, and a lot of these stocks. The SPY is dropping. I mean, it could be one or the other. The SPY could be the reason these are dropping, or they could be the reason the SPY is dropping. We'll have to figure it out. But even Facebook, Tesla, they're all kind of dropping with the SPY. The SPY, 3 out of 4 stocks follow the market. And so when the market drops, most stocks follow it. But yeah, GeoEV, CEI had a nice rip up. CEI's at 130s here, guys. 130. So we'll see what happens there. We also have KZR from yesterday that's still trying to hold. So we'll see what happens with KZR. Hey, thank you, Qualius. I appreciate you, bro. Happy to have you here, dude. You know, yeah, Weebo isn't as accurate as TD or Fidelity for sure. Hey, you as well, Jesus. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Hey, yes, sir. JP Morgan warned of a 20% drop at any time. For what? In the market or for their specific stock? What's up, Jim? Hey, you're good, dude. Can you start over? Hey, you want to be on stream or no? So you want to be on stream? All right. Say good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye, bud.
Bye.
Have a good day, man. All right. Yeah, every time my son comes in here, I want to make sure he's okay with being on stream, so I always ask him. My daughter, I know she doesn't mind being on stream, but my son, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. What's up, Emmanuel? Hey, much love to you as well, brother. Happy birthday. Hey, it's not my birthday, but happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. What's up, Jim? What's up with Rivian? I think Rivian and a lot of EV stocks are dropping right now, and I think the market is adjusting to those stocks too. I see I pull it back some here. Now we got Prog pull it back to the VWAP. That's what we want to see Prog hold over. We want to see Prog hold over the VWAP. Yeah, Jason. Prog already has 2 times more volume pre-market than yesterday. Yeah, for sure. Prog, very high volume. A lot of traders watching it for sure. Yes, sir. 100% Daniel. But yeah. What's your top watch? I'm sure almost everybody's going to say Prog. Tend to agree. We're in Prog as well, so hey, let me know what your top watch is today, guys. Huge momentum coming through. All right, so Prog hit 6, came right back down. And this is why technical analysis is important, is because we can see these things happen. We drew $6 way before it hit 6. And that's why even if you look at the poll we did, the poll says, do you think Prog squeezes up to $6 again today? And that's precisely where Prog went, exactly up to $6. And so, it looks like 75% of people were right. We have almost 700 votes already as well. So, hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe, vote on the poll, hit the notification bell if you haven't yet. And let's keep going. SOS, yeah, SOS is a mining stock, and so SOS is just slow. It's been slow. It's been barcoding the last few days. It got hit with Bitcoin's drop. Can Prog hit 50? I mean, it can. Who knows if it will, but it could. Loose it up to 58. ZSAN, an old name that I've seen many times before, gapping up. ZSAN. ZSAN's at 69 cents. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's look up the news. This is Zosana Pharma. Wednesday, November 10th, they dropped third quarter EPS of 7-cent loss per share, up from 11-cent loss per share year over year. They also did a Form 8 corporate statement. They announced the successful formulation on its micro patch system. So they announced the successful completion of their micro patch system for ZSAN. And so we'll see if it holds around or over the VWAP. That's kind of what we got to look for. Hey, what's up, Paul? AMC. Yeah, AMC is interesting. AMC's at 42s, so we're watching that as well. All right. Hey, what's up, Maisha? Hey, good morning. Music is always good here. Hey, thank you, bro. What's up, Tiny? New here. How is everyone? We're good, bro. Best stream on YouTube by far. Hey, we're definitely the top 3 traders in the world right now. You know, Warren Buffett, Bill Ackman, John from Beginner Trading. Top 3 most handsome and most humble. You know, that's how we do it here. Rivian's dropping down. It's at 157s. We're going to see what happens. Drop it down to 157s. The market is dropping too. I'm pretty sure EV is what's influencing the market drop, though. So Rivian's correcting a little bit. It's still up pretty huge relative to where it was before. So we're watching that. We got Geo EV and most of the other EV plays dropping with it, though, like Tesla, Lucid, Geo EV, SPI. They're all kind of dropping with it, which is fine. They're still all up on the day except for Rivian. Rivian is probably what's influencing the market. Maybe not, though. I don't know if Rivian's listed. But regardless, Rivian's down to 150s. Let's see if we bounce. The big support level that I would look at here is 150. 150, really psychological level. And we're pulling closer to that level now. We'll see if we bounce. Do you think we're going to bounce at 150? Let us know for Rivian. Hey, thank you, Crip. I appreciate you, man. Hey, nice. Nice, Adam. For the metaverse to really take off, what is going to be the one deciding factor? Longevity of the games. You know, I think. What do you think about NAKD? Naked Brands. Break even right now. Really great move yesterday. Beautiful push for NAKD. Huge rip up to 76s. Sitting right at 74s. Tony started his new job. So Tony started his new job. He was promoted at I think he worked for Allstate. He'd get mad at me if I couldn't remember. He works for an insurance company. He got promoted. Mana, Sandbox, Engine, I think are good gaming cryptos. Yeah, Ken, here's the problem though. So like I hear a lot of people talking smack about the metaverse, right? A lot of people are like, oh, the metaverse is terrible for society. You know, to be completely real, if you want to know something that is worse for society that everybody's implementing, some people are using it right now, was the smartphone. Smartphone was terrible for society. You know what I mean? But nobody's hating on that. The same people that are like, oh, the metaverse is evil, the metaverse is bad, are sitting there using their smartphone all day. You know what I mean? So that's what I got to say. Technology is technology. Technology is going to progress and things are going to change. And people that are used to the old technologies might not really understand or use the new technologies, but that doesn't matter. Back in the mid 90s and early 2000s, when the internet was first starting to be a big thing, the people that got in early on those technologies are the wealthiest people in the world. Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Microsoft. Those are the wealthiest people in the world right now because they took advantage of those early technologies. The same thing's going to happen with the metaverse. Regardless of whether you agree with it or not, the metaverse is probably going to be here to stay. And it's something that the earlier you learn to use it, the more successful you're ultimately going to be in the future. You know, that's just part of life. That's technologies. They progress, they get bigger. It is what it is, you know. Progressive and they are hiring. Yeah, okay. That was what it was. People already earn a living. Yeah, I make my money purely off the internet. I don't clock into a 9 to 5 job. I don't need to. I make my money from home, sitting on this computer talking to you guys on the internet. I'm also a developer and real estate agent, but aside from that, Well, it's not just the people that own the companies. It's also, anybody that's going to be the richest people in the world are going to be people that own their own companies. That is what it is. It's also going to be the people, some of the wealthiest people today, and some of the fastest riches that people have gained are from cryptocurrencies. And so the people that get early on those technologies are going to be the wealthiest people in 20 years as well. Think of how many Bitcoin millionaires there are nowadays. Well, neither is the metaverse. The metaverse is not permanently implanted in you. That's not true. I think this is why people are pulling out of Rivian. They saw the vids. What vids? Yeah. 5 to 10 years, not 20. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, JP, I saw your thing, man. It's one of those things where, brother, I am not. It looked like the language you were using was ThinkScript. I don't know ThinkScript, bro. So, like, I'm a programmer. I'm a front-end web developer. You know what I mean? I mess with React Native, mostly. So JavaScript, React Native. That's what I usually mess with. I know some Python. Not at a professional level for Python, though. Mostly just a front-end developer. So as for that script, I can't tell you how to do it. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, got you cruising. Okay. You can't get Apple to reset or bypass Maddie's MacBook. That's what we're working on now. It's either that or I might just go buy one of those little mini Macs. What are they called? The Mac Mini? I might just buy one of those. Those look dope anyway. I might go to Best Buy today if they have them and just buy one of those. Let me know what you think. Yeah, it's because he's a real estate agent, not really a stock trader, And I like Meet Kevin. I really do. I watched Meet Kevin before he got into the stock market, But he hasn't been around that game long enough to really know, Yeah, that's true. But I kind of want one of those Mac Minis, and I'm just trying to justify. And I like to clarify. I don't know Meet Kevin. I don't know if he's right or wrong. He could be right for all I know. And if he is, props to him. I'm not against him by any means. I like Meet Kevin. I like his content. I think it's dope. So don't think I'm hating because I'm not. Anyways. And so maybe I should just not even say anything if I don't know. Y'all are probably right. Meet Kevin's smart. He's really smart at marketing for sure. Yeah, you're probably right then. Best TikTok. The MacBook is secretly for John. Yeah, maybe. All right, so we got CEI flying up. It's at 140s. CEI is rip it up here. Rip it up. Almost the 140s. So we got Prague still holding at 1070 or 575. We'll see if it actually holds. How is Rivian? Rivian's not looking good. I'm trying to see if Rivian bounces at 150. How long do you stream for? 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours usually. Yeah. Well, no, I've never used it. Play. Like, I've never used my daughter's MacBook, so I don't know. So yeah, I've never had to use my daughter's MacBook, so I don't know how to use that thing. Yeah, I'm never gonna get a Bloomberg terminal. Just a waste of money. I had one guy that thought a Bloomberg terminal was like some type of like, it was a way the wealthy keep the normal people down or something like that. But I don't know what is so good about the Bloomberg terminal. Like, what is so endearing about it? Like, why is it worth so much? You know? Yeah, I think the Mini Mac is dope, especially if I can edit with that thing. Imagine if Amazon backs down from the Rivian deal. The gap down would be hilarious. 32,000, that's crazy. Speed of news. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it. I like I said, I'm going to be honest and say I don't know. You know. Yeah. Bloomberg terminal gets its news before anything else. Yeah. I know 3 guys with it and they all slay. Dope. Immediate news updates. I watch another stream where the guy uses it, but I think he admits it's only worth it if you didn't have to pay for it. Yeah. Well, it just depends on it probably genuinely depends on your account size, right? Like if you have a really large account and you know, you can pay for it with 1 or 2 trades, then fine. You know what I mean? But if you're making, like me, not that much, then yeah, it might not be worth it in that sense. Sorry. But yeah, all right. So Prague dipping down a little bit. It's at 570s. We'll see if it holds. Rivian, let's see if we bounce right here and continue back up and make a CEI on the move. CEI looks pretty solid. NAKD looks pretty good, to be honest, here as well. So NAKD looks pretty good. GOEV is at almost $12 again. So it's trying to come back. What's up with ATOS? ATOS at 250s. Prague at 570s. ZSAN at 86. Went from 70s to 86. Short float data specifically on Bloomberg is useless. What's up, T? That's crazy. Does Bloomberg really get news on the scanner before Benzinga? By how much? 10 seconds or 1 minute? Their info is days old, sometimes weeks. Ortex has faster data. Why is CEI running? CEI put in a response to the short float that was posted. Yeah, ZSAN, guys, ripping up. So ZSAN up to 88 cents, 89 cents for ZSAN, making moves. What's up, Richard? What's up, Slade? Bloomberg terminal was fast. It's faster than anything. We have no doubt. It better be for 30K a year. I mean, in terms of like monthly subscription, do they let you pay for it monthly? Do they let you pay for it monthly? Do they let you pay for it monthly? Because if they do, then let's see, 32,000 divided by 12. It's only roughly $2,600 a month, $2,700 a month, which I could maybe do to test it out for a month or something, see if I like it. If it's worth it, then maybe we could keep doing it. Yeah, it's probably 3K a month or so, which is fine. I could test it out, maybe be a good video. CEI is dropping its 10K form filing Friday. Okay, dope. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate the update, brother. All right, so we got ZSAN on the move. Here goes Prague. Prague's back up to 580s here. What's up, Sean? Hey, good morning. Yeah, that's the reality, Tiny. When streams with Bloomberg Terminal talk, people listen. Yeah. And that's dope. Like I said, maybe I'll try it out for a month one of these days and see how it goes. See if I can get in early on news. The big thing, like if I really want to take advantage of some of these, then I gotta get up really early in pre-market, which I already do. I get up at 5 a.m. my time anyway. But there's Prog. Prog's up to 570s. Let's see if it holds now. We'll add a little bit more Prog. SPY rebounding a little bit, so I think we'll see what happens with Rivian. It's up there. CEI is at 137s too. We'll see if we bounce here at 134 is a support level. We'll see if that ultimately holds or not. What's up, Cal? Yeah, for sure. Play. I mean, like I said, I might be able to try it out for a few weeks or for a few months. You know, like, okay, if the news data really is that fast, here's the problem. And this is what I worry about with stuff like Bloomberg Terminal, is that your brain will convince you of what it wants to believe, right? It's one of the reasons, like, these gurus sell courses for thousands and thousands of dollars on literal publicly available content that you can find on YouTube for free right now. Right, there's a lot of gurus out here slanging courses for like 3K, 4K a piece, 2K a piece. You know what I mean? These courses are publicly available. You can find them out there for free, right? But instead of looking at it objectively, people kind of morph their brain to believe that it was valuable. It's confirmation bias. They've spent so much money on these things that they desperately want to believe that it was worth it. And so they kind of trick themselves into thinking it's worth it. That's my worry with Bloomberg Terminal. So of course, anybody that already spent $30,000 a year on the Bloomberg Terminal is going to say, oh, this is the best freaking platform ever. It's the greatest freaking thing ever. It's the fastest news. It's the best platform. It's totally worth it, right? They're deep down. They're really trying to convince themselves that it's worth it. Potentially, maybe not. Maybe it is worth it, but that's my worry. That's my fear, you know? And so we'll see what happens. But like, that's my worry with spending money, because I feel like I would end up spending the 2 or 3K a month on it and then just be like, you know, we'll see. What's up, Ace? Hey, thank you, bro. Right, for sure. Like I said, it genuinely depends on bankroll and account size. Like if I'm trading, you know, $1 million account, 30K, I can make that back in one trade, you know? So it genuinely depends. And so I'm not against it. I just don't know. And that's my worry, I guess. It's like, that's my worry. I'm not against it. Listen, maybe I'll try it out one of these days and see what's up. All right, so Prog up there to 580s. Looks good. Looks good. Looks like that dip buy works. GOVX. Yeah, I see ZSAN rip it up. CEI's rip it up. Rivian's coming back down a little bit. Prog is back up to 590s. Looks like it's about to test $6 again. ZSAN's making moves up. We've got KZR. Somebody said, what was the one that they said? They said GOVX. That was a move yesterday, and it's down pretty big, huh? Yeah, it's still down from where it was, but maybe buying that little dip would have been profitable. GGPI. Yeah, I saw GGPI start to rip as well yesterday and the day before. But it's down today. I think it's, so this must mean it's EV. If it's down this much, it must be EV, right? Let me know. But Prog is up to 590s. Let's see if it hits 6. All right, so CEI is pushing up. Prog's testing 590s. It's 589s right now. Let's see if it continues. GGPI is probably dipping down, I'm guessing, with EV. Lucid is down, bouncing at that previous closing price. Tesla is starting to move up. It's at 1060s. So we're watching that. The other one that we're looking at is GOEV. It's down to consolidating around $12 a share. We've got RMTI, which gapped up and didn't really do much. ZSAN is breaking previous pre-market highs. Is up to 92, 93 cents. So ZSAN is moving up as well today. Let's see what ZSAN's numbers are. All right, so float of 115 million. So let's see what we get. Watching that. Prog is still making pretty steady moves up. Looks good. Prog is currently at 592s. What's up, Michael? Not all the data is fast. Some of it's reported as days old. If you use it as your main resource, then it's worth it. All right, so Prague getting ready to test these highs. It's almost up to 6. Like I said, we got this poll going here. And the poll says, do you think Prague squeezes up to 6 again today? Almost 900 votes. 77% of people said yes. 23% of people saying no. So the margin's actually getting larger here. More people are voting yes. Less people are voting no. I think SPY is EV. SPI, I mean. SPI is EV, and it's just moving with the EV movement. What's up, Lonnie? Hey, good morning. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, I'm not against the Bloomberg terminal. It's just something that I've never used, and anything that has a $32,000 price tag is, I'm going to be a little bit hesitant, of course. Yeah, they're down in the last 30 minutes, Larry, is what I mean. Most of these are still green. So like SPI is still green. GOEV is still green. You know what I mean? Tesla still green on the day. And so most of these are still green. The only EV play that's not still green is RIVN. I just mean over the last like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Most of them are down in the last 30. But the only one that's technically red on the day is Rivian. It's below the previous closing price. The previous closing price for Rivian is at 172. So that's the only one that's technically red on the day. Prague is looking solid though. It's up to 590s. I see AVGR show up on my list as well. Look at AVGR, guys. If you're watching the market, AVGR is moving. It's up from 68.5 cents all the way to 83.5 cents. Let's see if we can find the catalyst for AVGR. I think the next thing I want to add to the Squeeze app, is news. All right, so for AVGR, they announced FDA clearance of Pantheris for the treatment of in-stent restenosis. So FDA clearance for AVGR, really good catalyst, is moving up to test the pre-market high of 88 cents. And so, like I said, the Bloomberg terminal might be worthwhile if I can get this news early. Like, if I can find this news early, like, I could try it out. And honestly, I'm honestly considering it. What do you guys think? Should I test out the Bloomberg terminal for a month to see if I like it? See if I can make money with it. You know, like, I trade a $30,000 account. You know what I mean? So, like, it literally costs the same per year as my entire account. But if I can put in good percentage gains and grow my account, then it'll be worth it. You know, and if I can get this news early and front load it over this using the Bloomberg terminal, then I'll do it. You know. What's up, Larry? Hey, thank you, bro. Yeah, I definitely have to trade larger. But I'm not going to pay for it per year, but I might pay for it per month. No, YOLO to 3K. You're probably right. Sounds like you have convinced yourself to go buy a Mac Mini and a Bloomberg terminal then. I mean, it's not that I've convinced myself to buy the Mac Mini. The Mac Mini is just something I need. As a developer, I got everybody yelling at me to create an iOS version of my Squeeze app. You know, I've got everybody yelling at me to create an iOS version of this app right here because the app is dope, man. Like, I can look up free detailed short flow data and information, you know, and so I can look up like Rivian here and see what the float is, what the short float is, CEI. I can see what the float is, what the short float is, all this free data. I can look up AMC, you know, and look up what the short float is, you know, get SEC filings if I want them. And so everybody's yelling at me to make an iOS version of this app, which is true. You know, the next step is to create an iOS version. But Apple makes you have a freaking Mac if you want to build an app for it. So like, I have to have a MacBook, and I have one at the house, but my daughter used it and she lost the password and we can't log into it. So there's something we got to do, you know, but yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely be able to write off the terminal. I would use that app. Yeah, we have it for Android. So if you want it for Android, we do have it available. It's right here. It's completely free. Doesn't cost a penny. You know, everything is free. And so there's the link if you want to download it for an Android. Yeah. I'm definitely getting them one of those. I've already talked to the wife about it, Pawn. I've already talked to my wife about it. I'm definitely getting the Oculus 2 for the kids. Hey, what's up, Rafa? Buenos dias, mi amigo. Yeah, $2,000 a month for the terminal, but if it makes money, it's worth it. Right, for sure. Contact them, John. You might be able to work out a deal. I could try. You know, like I said, I'm just curious for something that has a price tag that much. All right, so we're at 590s for Prague. 590s. Consolidating here. We've got 591s right now for Prague. We're starting to move up here. Here we go for 592s. AVGR is pulling the cup and handle breakout pattern as well. So AVGR is breaking up as well. All right, we got CEI pulling back to the VWAP also. What happened to YQ? I see YQ. Is this an offering? It's something like that. It looks like either a split or an offering. Looks like could be a split. Could be like a 4-to-1 split or something like that. Z-San, Lucid, GeoEV. We're watching. A lot of people are still watching EV to see if they rebound now. BRTX. GeoEV starting to come back a little bit. It's at 1219s. John, you should make a key that explains each of the terms in your Squeeze app. Sure. I mean, I can show you guys real quick. I mean, it's pretty simple. Short float is the amount of short traders in the float. Float is the total amount of shares available to the public. Short volume is the amount of volume that, like, the amount of per share volume that is short, which is 19% of the volume today on AMC, for instance, is short. Short volume is the same thing, but it's just the number instead of the percentage. 7.1 million. Volume is the total volume today, which is 37.2 million. So by that logic, 7.1 is 19% of 37.2. Market cap is all the shares that are available to the public to trade. So the float is the total amount of shares that the public can trade. The market cap is all of them. And then buy ratings is self-evident. SEC filings is self-evident. Watch me on YouTube, Fintel. You know, those are all self-evident terms. Never owned a device I lost the password and couldn't use. I mean, we have the computer. I'm sure I could break into it somehow. But just my mom's in town. We've been busy. It's just been a while. And plus, I'm also just trying to make an excuse to buy the Mac Mini. Because I think if I bought the Bloomberg terminal, what I would try to do is I would try to bet specifically on catalysts and news releases, because when asking the question, what is the purpose of the Bloomberg terminal? Like, where's the edge in the Bloomberg terminal? A large majority of people said the speed of the news releases and catalyst drops. So like you can get catalysts earlier than everybody else. You can get news releases earlier than everybody else. And so by that logic, if I got the Bloomberg terminal, I wouldn't use it to scalp like I'm doing now. I might use it to scalp news, but I would use it to try to bet on specific catalysts that are dropping, if that makes sense, right? And that way I know, because I don't usually trade like that anyway. Yeah. SPY is up. Yeah, we got AVGR testing. We've got GeoEV making moves. Prague is still consolidating, but it's not bad. Yeah, I'm sure they do, you know. Right. Hey, John is the most humble and handsome trader on the internet. Surely they'd give me a deal. Right. I just, you know, I just look at him with these baby green eyes at him, just say, look at me. Don't you want to give me a deal, Bloomberg? You know, just try it. Just do it now. Give me a good deal on the Bloomberg terminal. You know, we'll be best friends. CEI stock is rising. Yeah, CEI is looking better. You know, again, to put it in perspective, CEI had that short report. I can't talk. That short report dropped from Carousel Capital on CEI that basically disputed the validity of the company. They just posted a response report today, and that's what's causing the bullish sentiment on CEI. What's up, Cheddar? All right, AVGR making moves. Rivian still kind of battling these lows here. Here's the low now, 155. We'll see if we hold there. Prague 14,000 sell order at 6. Yeah, it's just got a little wall of, traders there. We'll see if we can break over that and hold. That's what most people are watching, I think. Y'all be sure to go follow me on Twitter as well. Help me break. I'm almost to 2,000 followers. I really like to break that. I need 10 more. Y'all know y'all can. Y'all go follow me on Twitter. Do it now. There's the link. Yeah, real nice brown nose ad. Talk some corporate jumbo. Yeah, hey, Hey, that's rough Tanvir. Did I have a mini stroke? What? No, sorry. Sometimes I get crazy eyes when I look at something. I was just reading something real quick. I zone out. My ADD kicks in, All right, we got ABGR. Are you talking about Bloomberg or BlackBerry? If the screen is blurry, just refresh it. It's probably on your end. It's showing mine's fine. What happened, Juan? Okay. That's what you're talking about. Got you. Sorry, John. I've been following him months. Hey, that's all right, dude. That's all right, man. Hey, thank you, guys. We got 5 followers just like that. I should post my Twitter more. I never post it, unfortunately. We need 6 more people to follow me. 6 more. Do it now. Guys, do it now. Yeah, that's what you do. Hover over the video and select the settings icon at the bottom right. Change your resolution to blur if it's blurry. Alright, guys. Hey. We got a lot of movement coming through today. A lot of movement coming through. ABGR holding, CEI back over the levels. Prague pulling back, holding 580s. Like I said, we're in Prague. We'll see if it bounces off of the VWAP area. That's what we want to see. Rivian building up some consolidation support at 155. So we'll see if we hold over that level and continue. Watch it pretty heavily. This song is called Blue Hills by Yellow Bass. Blue Hills by Yellow Bass. John, can we get a poll in chat? I know I'm not the only one that wants the screen bigger to see those baby green eyes. I mean, I could do this. You can see my baby green eyes like this. I guess if you really want to see them. Cheers to you. Here you go. Just for you, bro. Just for you, man. There you go. That's all you get. I'm about to charge more if I do it again. We can't just be giving away, zoom ins for free over here. Capitalism thriving. Prague is over at 508s. We'll see if it holds and bounces here. At the very least, we want to see it bounce at 575. My Twitter name is @BeginnerTrades, James. @BeginnerTrades. All right, we got CEI. Twitter is @BeginnerTrades on Twitter. Hey, we broke 2,000. Thank you guys. We're at 2,002 followers on Twitter. So for that, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate you, bro. When did this turn into OnlyFans? I don't know, bro. It just came to me. I don't know. You know, don't hate. You know. All right, so we got AVGR getting ready to test these highs. It's at 88 cents. 88 cents a share. Let's see if it breaks and holds. We're right around 88 cents. It's trying to make moves. That's right, Jim. You know. All right, guys. Hey, we're making moves here. Let's see what we get. Prague bouncing right off of 580, which is good. That's what we really want to see here from Prague, is we want to see it bounce right at 580s. We'll see if we continue. Out of this poll, like I said, we got this huge poll going on right now. And in this poll, we've had almost 1,000 votes already. 78% of people think yes, Prague is going to break $6 again today. 22% of you say no. I think it already broke 6, so I think some of you guys are wrong. We got AVGR breaking over highs. It's at almost 90 cents a share for AVGR. It's popping up some. Let's see if this is a short play. Let's see if there's any squeeze potential here for, what is this? What was it? Man, AVGR. All right, so 1% short float, 190 million in a float. Definitely not a short squeeze play. Short volume today of 13% though for AVGR. This is just a catalyst that was released. I'm pretty sure this was FDA approval or something like that. It's some type of FDA catalyst, if I remember correctly. This is Avenger. Yeah, the FDA clearance of their bio drug. Yeah, CEI is back over VWAP. It's at 135. Prague is still consolidating right now. So we'll see if we make moves. But we're watching it. Yeah, but who knows when legalization is going to happen, Charlie? I mean, it needs to happen, but who knows if and when it's going to happen? I'll put it this way: when I was 10 years ago, I remember saying, "Hey, when I'm in my 30s, it'll be legal." It's not, unfortunately. Texas, freedom, no ballot initiatives though, and big politicians are going to control everything, but freedom because we got low taxes. Yeah, Prague's been making moves. SNDL curl. SNDL is a cannabis stock, so cannabis stocks are just kind of, SNDL is curling right around the previous closing price too, which is the relevant level. SPI, guys. SPI is starting to fly up. Look at SPI. So SPI is making a move up. EV play is up to 730s. Rivian looks to be holding over 155s, which is good. AVGR is pulling back a little bit. We can also look at Lucid. Here's Lucid. And Lucid hit 57.30s right now. So Lucid's trying to make moves as well. Bouncing right around that previous closing price. Another reason you should be watching the previous close if you're not already. Hey, what's up, cruising? Hey, bro. Nice, man. Yeah, you're not that far from me. I'm in North Houston. Suburbs cruising. Yeah, that'll never pass. KA, that'll never pass. Yeah, that's probably right, fishing. No, this is neither redrift. This is TD Ameritrade, brother. TD Ameritrade. The ferrets are chilling, man. The ferrets are chilling. The ferrets, I can't hold them. They don't sit still long enough for me to really hold them. You know, they just want to run around and play. We're also probably going to have to get rid of them, unfortunately. But we're like, okay, so we've got these 3 ferrets. We initially only wanted 2, but like Carol's too allergic to them. And so we're trying to sell them right now. We're trying to let them go for like $250, for all 3 ferrets. They're all under 5 months old. And we'll include the cage. And so we're giving people a pretty good deal. To put it into perspective, those all of that was like $1,000. Like those ferrets were $300 a piece, But we're probably gonna have to get rid of them because Carol's allergic. Unfortunately. Yeah. I'm in North Houston suburbs, Charlie. So I am in like Spring Woodlands area. Yeah, Benzinga scanners are on the left. And if you want to check out Benzinga, again, speaking of scanners, you can try out Benzinga completely free without even needing a credit card a credit card number. You can find the link in the description. I'll also post it here. But yeah, try Benzinga out. You can try them out for free. You can get a 2-week free trial with Benzinga without even needing a credit card number. So there's the link. Corporate. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Bride? Hey, good morning, bro. How do you get all those charts? I'm using TD Ameritrade, TOS, Thinkorswim. Yeah, let's not get too political. In the end, I'm pretty anti-politics. I don't really agree wholeheartedly with either side, and I'm pretty split down the middle. So, you know. Z-Sand. Yeah, Lucid's trying to make better. Look at SPI, guys. SPI is bouncing. And then Z-Sand is trying as well. Z-Sand's been really strong as well today. Yeah, I have had Kenny and Ziggy's. It's really good. SAP, it's really good, bro. It's the Jewish Deli. It's super good. We got another place over by my house called Cat's Deli. That's also another deli like that. Super good. But I have been there to Kenny and Ziggy's in Houston. Yeah, all right, dope. Right. Hey, well, good to see you. I don't know what happened to Han. All right, so Prague making its way back up here. I'm going to make the Prague chart a little bit larger. Prague making its way back up. We're at 580s now, bouncing directly off of that 575 level we drew earlier. Here's Rivian dipping down to 158 some, and SPY and some of the other EV plays are following suit. If we look at like Tesla, look at Lucid. Lucid's dumping faster than a lot of these. Lucid's probably following Rivian the most. In terms of like movement. Lucid's almost, this is the previous closing price at 55.50. That's what we want to see it hold over, to be honest. Okay, so we'll see if we do. That's what we're waiting on, at least. Yeah, and the big thing is that we got to keep them together, Chris. And so like the reason we're, you know, we listed them on like the Facebook marketplace. The reason we're selling them for so cheap is because we want to keep them together as a family. You know, like they know each other. So like unless whoever's getting them is willing to take all of them and keep them, then we're not going to get rid of them. And we'll settle on them for however long we need to, as long as they stay together as a family, you know. That's the biggest thing, because the older two are brothers, and they're the only ones that Zelda really knows. You'll have that boudin. Yeah, boudin's good. It's not sausage. The difference between boudin and sausage is broad, you know. Boudin is rice. Boudin is like meat mixed with rice, mixed with like a few other things. Sausage is just meat. Prague is up to 580s and bouncing right off of that 575 level we talked about. Where do you think Prague is going to go, guys? Where do you think Prague is going to go? It's making moves. It looks good. You know, where do you think it's going to go, though? Also, are y'all getting involved in the crypto game? If so, let me know. But where do you think Prague is going to go? All right, Prague back up to 580s, trying to bounce. Lucid testing these lows at 55.60s. So Lucid is testing those lows at 55.60s. What's up, Daniel? Oh. Yeah. If you don't think you're ever going to be a millionaire, you're pretty much going to be. Yeah, I think you just gotta always try to get better. You know, that's what, like in business, you always gotta try to make it bigger. If you're not always evolving your business, you're gonna fail. You know, so your job as a business owner is to grow, no matter what. If you're not getting bigger, you're losing. Yeah, Lucid all the way back down to that previous closing price. Let's see if it bounces here. This is a big level for bouncing. Look at SPI is up as well. And here's CEI. CEI's at 133s. Here goes Lucid, though. It's testing that previous closing price. Cruising crypto. I spot trade and trade futures. I'm also into strategy, staking, and farming. Yeah, I trade on a platform called BitGet, and they're a sponsor of mine, so I'm certainly biased in their favor. But like BitGet's really dope because you could copy trade other profitable traders. And so it's like you can see what I like to do is look at the accumulated transactions. And some of these guys are making crazy big percentages. And so I like to follow guys like this. 99.9% accuracy rate. He's made $5,000 in the last 3 weeks with over 1,000% in the last 3 weeks. So you got people like that on BitGet. You can also spot invest, so you can like buy, you can buy Doge, you can buy Shiba, you can buy Mana, Sandbox. Like a lot of these gaming coins are flying. Sandbox is up like 11%. So you can invest. You can also trade futures. And so if you go to futures here, you can like short Bitcoin, or you can go long on Bitcoin and futures. And they do allow KYC verification in the US. So if you're in the US, you can use them and get verified. And then you can just deposit with buy crypto at the top right. Say, hey, I want to buy $500 or whatever Bitcoin using Visa, Google, whatever. And then you just click purchase at the bottom right. And so if you want to check that out, guys, here's the link. It is BitGet. It's the crypto platform I use. That's the sponsor of the channel. Honestly, really dope platform, though. Yeah, there's the link if you want to check it out, Cruising. It's a dope platform. I've been using it for a while. Like, I don't really accept that many sponsors, but like BitGet was different. It just has a lot of really cool stuff for traders on there. All right, so Prague is back up to 590s, guys. Back up to 590s. Let's see if it breaks 6. So it's back up to 590s. Let's see if it hits $6. It's moving up. We'll see if it does. When do you think? Let me ask the question to the stream here. When do you think Prague breaks 6? I'm not even gonna say if. Let's say when. When do you think Prague breaks $6 again? You think it's sometime in the next 30 minutes? Do you think it's before the opening bell? Here, that's a good question. Do you think Prague breaks 6 before the open? Oh, let us know. Do you think Prague breaks 6 before the open? Let us know in chat. Yeah. SPI popped over the VWAP. SPI looks pretty solid. Rivian just broke, or Lucid just broke below the previous closing price. So Lucid is technically red on the day now. So Lucid is down to 55.30s. It's technically red on the day now. It's at 55.30s. So y'all be careful. Yeah, let's see what like Tesla's testing previous closing price as well. Rivian still holding over 155, which is good. AMC is bouncing back and forth between 43 and 42. Yeah, Lucid is now in the red. We still got AVGR. AVGR popping up there too. GOEV, consolidating here. So most people think yes, apparently. Today at 9:35, so 5 minutes after the open, probably 9:30 Eastern, so right at the bell. 9:50, the opening bell. Hey, thank you, Money. The best live on YouTube to watch every morning. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. 9:30 at the bell. Pre or right at the open. 11 today. Today sometime. Yes. 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 People are saying. Yeah, I'm in Prague. Prague will break 6 at the open or within 15. Maybe right below 6. Yeah, I think it's just got to hold the view up. So yeah, interesting. Yes, sir. What's up, Armand? Hey, nice to meet you too, Cruisin'. All right, guys. All right, guys. So, yeah, Prog's testing that 580 level. We just want to see it hold over the VWAP. Lucid is down below 55, so we're watching that. SPY is testing the VWAP now. We'll see if we bounce. GeoEV, I'm watching this low at like 1175 right here. 1175 looks interesting. We also have today ZSAN, which is testing the VWAP now at 86 cents. I think most people are watching ZSAN to see if it moves up and eventually tests the dollar. Same thing with AVGR. You know, AVGR new highs is at 95.5 cents. Most people are going to be watching to see if it eventually breaks and holds over a dollar. Lucid just broke under this previous closing price. So Lucid is technically red on the day, basically break even though. Prog is bouncing up. It's at 586 this year, so we're watching that as well. And then a lot of people are still paying attention to CEI. CEI had that Carousel Capital short report that they put out a disputing basically report today, disputing what Carousel Capital originally said, and that's causing some bullish sympathy as well. I think they did a filing also today for CEI. So again, let me know what your favorite stock is today. Let me know what you're watching the most. We got a lot of stuff moving. We got about 20 minutes before the opening bell. We got over 600 people here already, and it's been a crazy day in terms of viewers. So I appreciate you all. If it's your first time here, just be sure to hit that subscribe button. Show support for the channel. We do this live for free every single day right here. All right, there goes Prog back up to 590s. Back up to 590s here. Not too shabby. It's moving. Also, thank you to thank you to the $20 donation this morning. I think it was Chrissa. So thank you for that. I appreciate the $20. Oh. Prog's starting to move here. It's at 592s. 592s for Prog. Let's see if it hits 6. Hey, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you, guys, team. And again, like what we try to do here, thank you, Jeff. What we try to do here is we just try to give everything away for free. Like, we don't sell a course. We don't sell a service. Like, we don't claim to be an expert or a guru or even to be a good trader. We just give everything away for free. We try to help traders learn and grow and you know, talk about what we like in the stock market. That's it. You know, no pressure either way here. It's just a good community. So if you haven't, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We do this every day. Sava continues. Yeah, AVGR is interesting as well. There's CEI popping back over 135s. I think a lot of people are watching SPI to see if it holds over 7s. I think a lot of people are watching SPI to see if it holds over 7s. And who knows? GPL. A little bit too slow and cheap for me, personally. All right, we got AMC on the move up. Or AMZ on the move up. AMC is consolidated. Lucid is down. Rivian is starting to edge lower as well. Let's see if we bounce off a 155 for Rivian. What's up, Joel? Yeah, look at VRAR. Yeah, thank you, Joel. I appreciate that. And whoever else mentioned it. VRAR is gapping up. Let's see if we have a catalyst here for this one. This is Vera Bradley. Or no, that's VRA. This is Glimpse Group, is what this is called. Glimpse Group. Looking at the catalyst, they did a general corporate Form 8 filing. They reported the augmented reality software services deal with leading social media company is valued at $1 million. So they basically reported $1 million deal with a social media company for VRAR. It's basically $1 million deal. And this is all quoting from Benzinga here. And it says, quote, a diversified virtual reality, augmented reality platform company providing enterprise-focused VR and AR software and services solutions today announced that it has entered into a master services agreement and statement of work with a leading global social media and metaverse company for $1 million augmented reality software and services contract, which is expected to be delivered over the coming few months. So a big deal for VRAR. It's an augmented reality / virtual reality company working with another big social media company. I'm speculating that it could maybe be Facebook. They didn't name the company, but it could be Facebook. You know, let me know what you think it is. Yeah, I mean, Ray, I don't really give out the biggest plays of the day. I don't really give out stock picks. That's not what we're really about. Most people that give out stock picks don't really know what's going to happen. And so we're just watching it. We're going to react to what happens in the market, but we're not going to just tell people, hey, buy this stock or don't buy this stock. It's not really what we do. And so it's okay if you want to leave. That's cool. But yeah, that's not what we do. Sava As CEI's ripping up, Sava just got hammered. Yeah, I saw Sava just tank. Look at CEI though. CEI's up to 137, so it's bouncing some here. All right, so CEI's up to 137s. Let's look at like 140 and see if we can hold. VRAR is at 2102s, 2103s. All right, so Prague up to 590 again. I have a question on taking profit. If I had $8 in a stock and it goes up 10%, should I take the 10% off the table and leave the original $800 investment, or take the $800 and leave the profit? I mean, that's subjective. It depends on what you want to do. If you originally take off the 10% on the table, then if you set your stop loss for break even, like right where you entered, then you'll get out and be protected, and you can potentially let it run higher. If you take the $800 and leave the profit on the table, then you could let it run and be a little bit more loose with it, but your gains are going to be smaller on anything it does after that. And so those are the two things you want to take into consideration in that situation, you know. Okay, I appreciate you, Ray. Then you're good, bro. All right, so VRAR at 2060s. What do you think about YouTube getting rid of dislikes? I don't think it really matters. Like, we get some people that chronically dislike our videos. Like, we got some people in our Discord that are so obsessed with us and so desperate to see us fail that they just chronically dislike our videos. I feel bad for the people, to be honest. But what they don't understand is that all engagement is good. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a dislike or a like, all engagement is good. You know, YouTube just looks at it in terms of engagement, not whether it's likes or dislikes. And so when they do that, they're actually helping the channel. And so I don't really worry about dislikes a ton, to be honest. But yeah, with that said, y'all hit the like button, you know. Yeah, no, you're good, Christopher. It's all good, bro. I'm just trying to give you the what the pros and cons of that are. Like I said, if you take the 10% off, then you want to set a stop loss. If you're trying to break even, at least you want to set a stop loss for your original average, where you originally, you know, got in. That way, if it pulls back to that, you're break even. If you take the entire position except for the 10% off, well, you can let it run and do whatever you want with it, but it's going to be smaller gains, and it's going to be but you'll be able to be more loose with it as well since it's smaller. So it's subjective. It's personal preference. Right, for sure, Jay Sprott. You know how it is. I think some of them are people that I knew probably in real life that, you know, don't like to see me out here, you know. I kind of get it. If I didn't like me and then I saw me shining over here in these YouTube streets, I might feel some type of way about it as well, you know. Cheers to you. Feels good, man. Feels good. What's up, cats? We got VRAR at 2050s. We'll see what happens. CEI is starting to push back up. Lucid is as well. Prague is consistently just kind of bouncing back and forth in this range right here. So we got to wait for that range to break, and we'll see what happens. My 2 cents, take my money out, let the profits go, pick another stock and put my cash in that. Yeah, that might be, I understand that. I don't think that's a bad move, DS. Yeah, VRAR, still moving up here. Let's see what the float is. The float has got to be small for this one, I'm assuming here for VRAR. Yeah, the float is 9 million. So just be careful. Sometimes these low floaters can get manipulated by gurus, so y'all just be careful, but the float is 9 million, so it's a smaller float. Yeah, or you could invest it elsewhere. That's another option for sure. We looked at that one. I just don't know how much I like it. It gapped up. It's kind of slow. It's at 63 cents. It just doesn't really look like my favorite one. Now maybe RMTI starts to run at the open. This is Rockwell Medical, 80 million float. The catalyst is that company announced results from a study demonstrating no drug-to-drug interaction between ferric pyrophosphate citrate and unfractionated heparin. Nailed it. Nailed it. But yeah, I don't really like it. I mean, it's just slow, boring, and under the VWAP, been trending down ever since yesterday. So, it's one of those ones where it looks okay, but it's just not my favorite. The volume's too light. Maybe if it picks back up and shows up on the scanners, that'll be interesting. Let's watch VRAR, see if it bounces at $20. Let's watch VRAR, see if it bounces at 20. Lucid's starting to move back up, and we can also watch like Rivian here. Rivian's bouncing at 155 and still heading up. Prog's consolidating, which is fine. AVGR is moving up to test that 95.5-cent pre-market high. We have ZSAN as well. ZSAN's consolidating over the VWAP, so we'll see if that bounces also. What's up, Austin? Yeah, certainly not financial advice. Don't sue me. Or DS. Don't sue DS either. Can't guarantee anything here. Yeah, everyone has their own system. Whatever makes money is right for you. And that's one of the reasons like I'm against selling really expensive courses. Because like the reality of it is you want to trade based off of your own personality, and that's not going to be universal. Like everybody's not going to have the same personality for the same system. And so buying a course that some guru is selling on his system, you might be completely different from that dude. You know what I mean? You might be completely different, trade completely differently. And so spending a ton of money on somebody else's system doesn't really make sense. Your job is to become good enough at technical analysis to where you can build your own system, and it's going to be tailored and suited towards your own personality. That's the goal. That's what you're supposed to do. What's the symbol? Duh. All right, so Saba is an SEC investigation about the worst news. Be aware of it. 30% of the float held short, and short sale restriction will be on, so big pops and unexpected irrational rebounds possible. Yeah, I mean, be careful with Saba. It's really oversold as well at this point in time. So there's just a lot of people in it. There's just a lot of people watching it. So just be careful, guys. VRAR did bounce at 20, so that looks good. CEI is up to 137s. Lucid is kind of testing that previous closing price, and then we've got Rivian here. Let's see if we get a bounce here. We've held support at 155s for a while now. Let's see if we get a bounce. Who knows? All right, guys. We got 8 minutes. Let me know what you're watching the most this morning. Let me know what you're watching the most. We got some good momentum coming through, though. We got VRAR up to 21s. We've got CEI up to 137s. VRAR holding at 20, starting to make a test up. So we'll see what we get there. We're watching that for sure. Prog, CEI are the top two. VRAR bounced at 20. It's still moving up, still pushing up. CEI's at 137s. Rivian at 158s. Saba's 200 plus stock. Waiting for AVGR to dip. It's dipping down a little bit. The VWAP's at 88 cents, 89 cents. All right, RMTI at 62s. Hey, thank you, James. James said floor people are on their way to put on a new carpet. Thanks, John. I made my $500 pre. Thanks to this feed. Y'all have a terrific day. You as well, brother. You as well, man. Yeah, Prague up to 580s. CEI dipping down to 130s. All right, guys. So what's up? What's up, Caitlin? Hey, good morning. Hey, guys, we got 630 people here pre-bell. So hey, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're edging closer to 76,000 subscribers pretty quickly. So if you haven't already, hit the sub, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We do this every single day for free. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's keep doing this. Also, guys, be sure to go join the crypto channel. You know, we drop crypto content. We just dropped a full NFT course on how to buy and sell NFTs in a profitable way. And so make sure to go sub to Beginner Crypto. Here's the link if you haven't checked that out as well. Let's get ready to trade the opening bell live. Again, today is day 3 of my larger sizing scale up today. And we're going to see how that goes. I'm trying to scale up my size. Hopefully we can continue scaling up. We've been buying usually a minimum of 50 to 100 shares in large caps. In penny stocks, we've been buying hundreds of shares. And so we're going to try to scale up our size today. Wish me luck. Hopefully we can do it. Even if I lose, we ended up losing like 80 bucks. I was down 140 or so, but we ended up making most of it back. So we only lost about $80 yesterday, which is what we want to see. I honestly think I could have continued trading yesterday and made that money back, but I ended up closing it down. And so today is day 3 of that scale up process. We're trading a $30,000 account, and our goal is to scale up our size, even if we lose, and get used to larger sizing. That's what we're going to see. That's what we want to see today. Who knows what's going to happen? And wish me luck. Hey, thank you, Armand. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lane. Let's do this, guys. We got 4 minutes until the opening bell. Like I said, we're going to stream into the opening bell like we always do. We're going to day trade live on stream at the opening bell. So hit that sub button. Keep pumping the channel up, guys. And yeah, definitely appreciate it. Good luck. While we're waiting, let me know what your favorite stock is right before the open. You know, what's your favorite stock today? What's your favorite stock to watch at the open? Mine's Prague, obviously. I think Prague's going to be the main watch. We're also watching VRAR, CEI. We're watching Lucid. We're watching Rivian. Lucid is all the way back over the VWAP. So Lucid just made a comeback. It's back over 56s. So, hey, we'll see what happens there. But DWAC, Prague, ZSAN. Yeah, don't sell Prague on accident like I did yesterday. Yeah. Lucid, no favorite. AVGR and IONQ. Yeah, those are interesting to watch for sure. Plug Power EV. Good luck to you as well, Ben. Thank you, brother. SNDL. Yeah, SNDL's been pretty interesting as well today, guys. So here's SNDL. It's moving a little bit. It's been nice the last few days. You know, it's been volatile at the least. It's not been going up, but it's been volatile. Palantir, interesting. IMMR, good. SPY, yeah, SPI is interesting this morning as well. SPI is moving. It's at 680s for sure. AVGR and IONQ looks good. Yeah, for sure. ALF, FSR, DEN, WSD, SWKS, interesting. IONQ, is that one that I missed? Yeah, IONQ with a huge move yesterday. Really small, really big range. Probably a small float. BKKT, interesting. Sava. Yeah, Sava, let's see if it's oversold and we get a bounce. I think that's what a lot of people are watching. MRO, Tiny says. I'm going to try to make that main one. Yeah, MRO is interesting for sure. Yeah, 1 minute, guys. Let's do this. AVGR looks good. Gap it up. Same thing with ZSAN. AVGR and ZSAN are both gapping up nicely. Up to 95 cents. 95 cents. Yeah, have fun, guys. Good luck. SNDL is interesting for sure. Thank you for that $5, Bo. I appreciate it, CK. Yeah, SNDL, I want to see it over 85, 87 cents. All right, so we've got this range in the last few days around between 86 and 80 cents. And so I just want to see a break over that. That's what I'm specifically looking for, CK. And I appreciate the $5, brother. Thank you, man. All right, here's the opening bell. We got about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. GGPI is interesting. GGPI. Yeah, GGPI has been putting in really good moves. I really like this low at 14. You know, we've consolidated around that low multiple times. So I really like that level for GGPI. And so we'll see what we get there. All right, guys, here's the opening bell. Good luck. Love you all. Hit that subscribe and like button. Let's hopefully make some money today. Again, stick around. We're going to try to scale up our size. Who knows if we're going to be able to or not. And like I said, even if I end red, that's okay. I'm just trying to get used to the larger sizing. I'm trading a $30,000 account. I'm just trying to get used to the larger sizing. There's the opening bell. All right, Prague is at 583s, 583s. All right, we got the SPY dipping pretty heavily at the opening bell. Prog dropped as well. But I'm not really worried about this. A lot of the time we'll see red to green moves or green to red moves. And so I'm okay with it. All right, AMD SPY is dipping really heavily at the opening bell. Let's switch the scanners over so you guys can see. BIMI and Rito. CEI is at 130s. VRAR is at 20s. GGPI is at 1490s. I'm going to let my prog trade go for a while. I don't mind losing a little bit. Like I said, we're scaling up in size, so we're going to let it roll. CEI dropping. Yeah, CEI dipping down to 130s. We're going to add a little bit more to prog if it breaks over 586s as well. All right, we just added some more to prog. We'll try to let it run. 590s. CEI is dipping. What about like Lucid and Rivian and all those? All right, Lucid is down. All right, here's 6. Here's 6 for prog. Beautiful movement here. Beautiful movement for prog. You love to see it. Wow. Huge move. Took a little bit off there. Just a little bit. Riding this up. Well, I guess there's your question if you were asking whether prog would break 6 today. There's your question. Added a little bit on the dip. VRAR started to move up to 20s here. GGPI fell down heavily at the opening bell. So did the SPY also. Lucid did as well. Rivian is down, testing that 155 level. Prog reversing a little bit here, which is okay. SPY tanking. Man, and Apple just flew up. Scalping AMD to a certain extent here. Short. All right, we're going to take a little feeler trade off there. Just made about 9 something on AMD. Scalp that really quick. We're up about 40, a little bit under $40, 30 something on the day right now. So far so good. Caught the short on Apple or on AMD that dropped. Here goes prog. Prog's still looking solid. What about like SNDL? SNDL is down on the day. What about SPI and other EV? They're down. Let's see if we get some red to green moves or something like that. Apple's ripping up. SPY's dipping down pretty heavily. CEI dropped as well. What about like GeoEV? GeoEV is down too. We're waiting on that. Good momentum coming through. Prog making moves. AMD bouncing a little bit with the market. Hey, thank you. Island Boys. Trying to make it. I had to explain to my wife what the Island Boys were yesterday. So, yeah. Don't judge me. You know. We got GeoEV making moves. CEI is up to 130s here. So CEI about to pull a red to green move. We'll buy a little bit if it does. Maybe. All right, we got Apple popping up. Yeah, meme stocks are ripping. Is Weeble down, guys? Is Weeble down? Let me know. All right, we'll jump out of prog and then we'll add some back probably. All right, CEI. Look at CEI. Apple flying up, breaking highs. What about Zsane and AVGR? What did they do? They both drop? Yeah, they both dropped at the open. AMC. Yeah, AMC's ripping up, guys. Look at AMC right now. We're looking for a red to green move. Same thing with Prague. We're going to look for a red to green move. AMC's flying up. AMC's at 43s, 44s. Crazy big moves. Dragging the SPY up, to be honest. AMC's up to 43s. All right, we're in AMD a little bit now. Short. Short. All right, so we're short in AMD. This song's weird. It starts naming random stuff. Physics, waves, yeah. All right, so we're out of AMD, scalping it. We're up 15 on AMD today. GGPI started to move up. There goes CEI, so maybe we're going to buy a little bit of CEI here. Here's ZSAN. What is Tesla doing? Rivian is consolidating, trying to break. There's Rivian. Lucid. We need a dip in CEI for us to buy it, so we'll wait for that. AMC still ripping up though, guys. Look at AMC here. AMC's at 43. No, AMC has not had a red candle since the opening bell. No red candle since the opening bell. Bed Bath and Beyond ripping as well. Interesting. FSR, Christopher. BNTX, interesting. AMC's at 43s. Prague dumping down to 540s. Still very green on the day for Prague. And so sometimes the correction will happen at the market open. Again, we're going to look for like a red to green move and see what happens. Here goes CEI, potential pullback here. I got to buy like at least 300 or 400 shares. I didn't catch the pullback for CEI. I wanted it. I didn't quite get it. Maybe we can buy a few hundred here just to test. See if we rip. We're in with 200 shares of CEI, so small. Not what I wanted originally, but it's all good. All right, TD Ameritrade's lagging a little bit. We're in AMD short again as well. All right, so here's a dip in CEI. All right, we're in CEI with 400 shares. All right, so we got out of AMD, just scalped it. All right, green and in CEI. Let's see if we start to get some moves up. We're in 400 shares. Prague starting to head back up. It's at 563s. SPI starting to test VWAP and moving up some. All right, CEI's trying. Nice. Gonna protect ourselves a little bit, take some off of CEI, ride the bounce up here if we can. Nice. Just not getting the fills I wanted. It's kind of pulling back right before. It's all good. It's basically a break-even trade. It's all right. We're up about $40 on the day. Not bad for 10 minutes into the opening bell, though. Well, CEI's green for sure. I mean, it's green, definitely green if you're looking at the entire big picture. After the open is green as well now, too. Maybe we'll add some more in a dip. But right now we're about break even, which is fine. I mean, we're okay. Look at the SPY, though. Look at AMC as well. We're still watching Prague. Here's AMC. Trying to pull back some. INM. SPY starting to come back. Look at, oh, sorry, I bumped into my mic. Look at SPI, guys. SPI over VWAP, over 7s. Looking interesting. INM. INM is up to 190s. So no losses today yet. So no losses. All green trades. No losing trades yet. Knock on wood. Let me not jinx myself here. Yeah, INM's ripping up as well. we can buy a little bit of CI on this dip. SPY breaking lows. Same thing with AMD. So far, all right, we're 10 minutes into the open, Bell. Are you guys green or red so far? All right, look at AMC still breaking highs. We're watching Prague for like a consolidation to see if it heads back up. Here's a pullback in INM. Very green, green. Green, thank red AF, 5% red on Prague. Green, 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 red, green. So sounds like y'all are mostly green today. Some are red, but it happens. If you're red today, it is what it is. It happens. Every day's not going to be green, you know. SPY bouncing back up a little bit. We're in Prague. We're going to add a little bit here. I don't know. This is kind of the make it or break it level. We ended up making, you know, like 18 bucks on Prague, you know, and we'll add some more if we can. There's AMD bouncing back a little bit. I kind of like this potential short, but the SPY might rebound more than that, so I'm going to wait on a short for AMD. AMC, on the other hand, is up to almost $44. So AMC's having the biggest squeeze it's had in months today. No, maybe not months. I don't know what. Maybe in weeks. I'll put it in perspective. Weeks. KZR just halted. Did it really? On what side? Wow, KZR just flew this morning. Wow, look at the percentage gains on KZR, guys. KZR. And I talked about this one a little bit in pre-market. But look at those percentage gains. Those are crazy big. Crazy big. Yeah, SPI is starting to rip too. KZR halted on the way up. KZR should resume at 43. So in 1 minute, KZR should resume. AMC's pulling back a little bit. There goes Prague reclaiming the VWAP, which is really what you want to see. So you want to see Prague reclaim the VWAP here if you want it to continue. A lot of people talking about SPY. And like I said, SPY broke over 7 and held beautifully there. So really nice movement there for SPI as well. Yeah, glad I didn't short into AMD because I was right. The SPY ended up rebounding a little bit more. SPI, if we get a dip here, maybe I can buy into it. Big range, but we're watching that for SPY. Still in CEI, considering, been thinking about whether I should add or not. Let me know what you guys think for CEI. Lucid is climbing. All right, so let's wait to see if KZR resumes here. Lucid's starting to reclaim, get green on the day, so that looks good. Still watching SPY though, SPI, and SPI's at 730s. All right, CEI's at 137s, 137s. All right, look, there goes KZR's resumption. So KZR is now resumed. It's at $14. Let's see if it continues to go up. The new daily high is 1425s. Ah, man, I wish I would have taken that SPI dip. Beautiful dip down to 720s. I'm short in AMD right now. Watching the SPY itself to influence AMD movement. Prague is starting to creep back up. Let's see if it breaks back over 6. All right, scalping out a little bit of AMD here. 10 shares left. We'll let that work a little bit more in case it fully breaks down some here. If not, we'll just get out. All right, Prague getting over 60. Y'all think Prague's going to keep going up? Let me know. Right, we're going to get out of AMD here, mostly because the SPY just had a big rip moving up to test the VWAP, and I think AMD is probably going to follow it and head back up to 151s. Maybe not, though. Don't know for sure, but just speculating on that. There goes CEI finally starting to make moves. I should have added. I had the plan to add, and I just didn't. So maybe we'll get another ad here for CEI. But look at this move for CEI. It's starting to look really strong. Should have added. Definitely regret it now. But we're very green today. We're up almost 50 bucks, which is good. And we're going to start taking some large swings once we build up a cushion. But SPI looking solid. Prague over VWAP now. We'll see if it actually holds support at the VWAP area. Yeah, KZR, guys. KZR dipping down to 1350s. We'll see if it holds. And just like I said for AMD, exactly what I said. I said AMD will probably head up to 151s, which is precisely what it did. Precisely what it did. Now I might be able to short it here because the SPY just reversed really, really fast for AMD. We're not going to hold it too long, though. CEI still breaking highs. SPY reversed really, really quickly. Let's see if AMD eventually corrects it. But CEI looks great here, to be honest. Weird. The SPY takes a huge dive, and then AMD is stronger because of it. Weird. We'll get out there. It's fine. We lost like $6. But look at the SPI dip. Ooh, maybe we could have bought that. Here's CEI dipping down to 142s. We're already really green on SPI. AMD was following the market until it wasn't, and then it just kind of turned. Apple's been ripping up really nicely today. Yeah, CEI is flying, so it's up to 142s. Prague still testing that 575 VWAP area. SPI ended up holding. The market ended up dipping down a little bit as well. So the market did end up dipping some. So it's weird. The market's like reversing, not really following. Some of these other stocks are just not following it super well. IONQ. Yeah, I've had a bunch of people. There goes CEI still breaking it, and we're in CEI still. Here's IONQ starting to rip up really nicely here as well. I know INM had some big hype going for it earlier. Slowed down a little bit now though. CEI still testing highs. I still regret not buying that dip, unfortunately. All right, so we just made a little bit on futures. We're trading futures as well. AMD starting to reverse all the way back up though. Green, nice. Look at SMH for AMD. Look at what? All right, so hey, CEI is looking great. We're gonna keep holding it. AMD starting to rebound really nicely, and CEI is flying up as well. SPI is also. What about like Lucid? Still wish I would have bought a little bit more shares of CEI, but it's all good. Lucid still battling. What about Rivian? Rivian consolidating. But yeah, CEI looks good. BLZE. Yeah, BLZE flying up. What is this? Let me look this up. What is BLZE? I don't know what this is. Halted. They had changes to beneficial ownership. They changed their director. They had a winning session. They had an IPO, so it's just continuation of an IPO strength, basically. Man, the SPY is dumping down. Wow. CEI still breaking highs. BLZE is now halted on the upside. SPY breaking highs. SPI, I mean. So SPI still breaking highs. Looks good. AMD with a quick reversal here. SPI still up there to 140s, 150s here for SPI. So it's still, or not for CEI, I'm sorry. And I'm holding some small, but we're holding some, riding that up. Huge dump on AMD, huge drop. FCell, Prague. Yeah, Prague's starting to test the VWAP. It looks good there. I was getting ready to short AMD, hoping. Ooh, dope. Look, we're in the futures market, and we are scalping $175 from it. We made $150 in the futures market, shorting the SPY, basically. Shorting the SPY, not SPI. SPY is what we were shorting. Worked really well. Almost shorted AMD there too. Did some numbers drop or something with the market today? Let me check. All right, so housing numbers or housing starts month over month for October came in at a 0.7% loss versus 1.6% prior. Building permits month over month for October increased 4% versus losing 7.8% prior. So I guess those are dropping the market, I guess. But man, AMD, the SPY just tanked. They reset my account, Joel. I hadn't traded on them in a while, and they ended up resetting my account. I'm doing pretty good on this latest one, though. Like here is the last 2 days. And so the last 2 days, we are running at 85%. We've had one loss on Top Step, so doing pretty solid. Basically shorting the SPY when it looks weak, and yeah, 87 and a little bit over 85%. So not too bad. Let's see what happens with the SPY here as well. Big volatility coming through for the SPY. CEI is pulling back. Let's see if it holds 140s. I was getting ready to short AMD again right there. I need to take small size with AMD here though, because it's just risky. BLZE should resume in about a minute. All right, Prague rejecting. SPI still pulling back to the VWAP here. We're getting some reversals in the market in general today, right now. We're going to add a little bit more, get 30 shares of AMD here. Hopefully it doesn't pop too much. I mean, the SPY is still dropping. You know, so I would think AMD would follow suit some, but it just hasn't been. I've been trying to attack it with the market, but hasn't quite been following it like I want it to, unfortunately. We're still very green on the day, but yeah, AMD just being weird. It's weird when you got a stock that it looks to be trending with the market. Like if we look at AMD, we would think it would trend with the SPY itself, you know, and the SPY's breaking lows looking weak. AMD's bouncing back up. Maybe AMD is influencing the SPY. I guess that's plausible, but we'll see. NVIDIA looking maybe good to scalp too. AVGR and then ZSAN didn't do much. Still watching CEI here. Pull it out to the VWAP, testing the VWAP area. We'll buy a little bit more. Just nailed a beautiful little scalp on AMD, made most of my money back on it. We got a lovely rip on CEI. Do you have to have margin to short on TD? Yes. Yeah, you got to have a margin account if you want to short, unfortunately. That's the benefit of a margin account, is that you can short. SPY breaking lows, which, you know, usually is what I would tackle on Top Step. I mean, one of the ways you can do it though, like this is I always tell people about Top Step, and they are an affiliate link of mine to put it into perspective, but like this is how it works. Okay, so Top Step is a funded account program in futures. A lot of people don't understand futures, but you're just trading the future price of something. In this case, I'm trading the SPY, right? So I'm watching the SPY and I'm shorting the E-mini, which just follows the SPY. And so I'm shorting into these little pops here, and there's no PDT rule in futures. And so you can day trade short as much as you want. You do not need as much money in futures, and Top Step's a funded account program. So they fund people in the futures market. They give you a demo. If you can hit a certain price on the demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you. The base one's $50K. It's like $160 a month. If you can make $3,000 in profit on that $50K demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you $50K with an 80% split. And I think Top Step is good if you're trying to trade like me, like the same scalping strategies, the same short strategies, but you can't trade them on stocks because you don't have that much money. Top Step's a good kind of intermediary option. They fund they fund thousands of traders a year, and they pay out millions of dollars to those funded traders every year. They're located and regulated in the US. So they're a legit funded account program, pretty well known also. And if you want to check them out, here's the link. You can get 20% off. I'm certainly biased in their favor, of course, but I'm just saying this because it's a good option to short. Like if you want to short, but you don't have a margin account, you don't have enough money to really do it, futures might be an option, even if you don't use Top Step. And so, you know, it's something to consider. Hey, thank you, True. I appreciate it, bro. Wait, there's a token. There's an Island Boys token on CoinMarketCap. Hey, well, that's kind of, I mean, let them do them. You know, I'm not mad at them, you know. But yeah, here's the Top Step link if you want to check it out. And futures are pretty similar to stocks. Like here's Top Step: buying, buy market, sell market, buy bid, sell ask. The only difference is the sizing, really. Like you use contracts instead of shares, and it's a little bit different, but it's pretty similar, to be honest. Like I trade the same strategies I use in futures on stocks, you know. All right, so this market, the stock market might be able to come back. Trying to make it. Look them up. They're the most handsome guys ever. You know, look them up. Man, I wouldn't even let Carol around them. They're so handsome. You know, go around them, you know. Most handsome guys ever, guys. Look them up. Just Google them. You know, you'll see. But no, we got AMD ripping up. Is at 151s. I'm thinking about shorting it again. I don't know. GOEV? Yeah, we're watching GOV. SPI dipping down. Prog's still trying to hold over 550s. It's still trying. All right, GOEV back over VWAP at 12s. Looks to be trying to hold. We'll see what we get. Looks interesting. Yeah. All right, Jason, have a good day, brother. Okay, John, more handsome than the #1 most humble trader in the world right now. I don't know about that handsome, but like, you know, I would put them a notch below me. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like handsome stock traders, I'm at the top. I mean, everybody knows that. But like the Island Boys, they're probably 2 or 3, you know, objectively speaking. But no, CEI is up to 140s, 143. So it's making that pop back up. We'll see if we can break 150 here. Bitcoin continuing. I hope Bitcoin does well, bro. I really do. I hope Bitcoin does well. Yeah, here's Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's dropping some here. It's dropping. We'll see what happens. Thank you, True King. Funny thing is that people are aping in it. Hey, well, that's good, man. Listen, whatever people can make money on, more power to them. Just be careful with those coins. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Teacher, if you... yeah, I was just being sarcastic, to be honest. Teacher. I'm definitely being sarcastic. Rivian is tanking. Yeah, I saw that. All right, so we're green today. AMD is popping up, surging up with the SPY. So here's the SPY. GOEV breaking highs though, guys. GOEV making really big moves. So GOEV is flying. So it's definitely interesting. Look at GOEV. It's at 1250s right now. 1250s for GOEV. What are y'all watching the most right now? Again, green or red so far, and on what? Like, what did you make your money on? Yeah, I tried to short AMD. I don't think I got a good entry on it though. We got a huge upwick, which hopefully will just reject on me. There we go. That's better. AMD's kind of got my number. It's moving in huge swings with the SPY. So like, when the SPY moves up slightly, AMD is just ripping up huge. You know, when the SPY drops, AMD is just ripping down big. So we're going to get out roughly break even there, and maybe attack that again once it looks a little bit better for AMD. Apple has flown up today as well. What about GOEV flying up? SPI flying up? CEI trying to hold, or SPI is not flying up. My apologies. Real serious question. Are you guys island boys just trying to make it? We got 150 67s here for the SPY itself. CEI's popping up. Let's see what the SPY does. CEI's up to 142s. We're watching that. Let me catch back up on the chat. Prague, is Prague done? I don't know. I don't know about done. It's still green on the day. I don't know about done or not. We just got to wait and see. Nobody really knows. CEI's looking good, making that move back up to 140s. You love to see it. It's trying. You know, it's trying. Red on Lucid. Watching my account red. Green of Prague. Lucid short at the open. Green small. John is the top number 3 trader, beat up by Carol because girls are saying he is handsome. I mean, I'm objectively speaking, you guys know I'm handsome over here. You know, let's be real. But, you know, you can't help it. You know, listen, when you look good, you know, what can you do? But no, CEI is moving up. It's at 140s. Bed Bath & Beyond is popping up here. The SPY is rebounding as well. So we'll see if that influences some of these EV plays. Like the SPY is starting to bounce back up. You know, we'll see if it influences some of these EV plays. That's what we're ultimately waiting on, is to see if the SPY is going to move some of these EV plays. SPY's popping back up some. EV plays, we're talking about like SPI, Rivian, GOEV is moving, Lucid, you know, Tesla. Lucid is back over previous closing price. So Lucid is technically green on the day. Tesla is breaking highs as well. So Lucid is up here. So Lucid is trying to make that move. Yeah, I feel you. Pull back on GOEV. Looks like it's getting bought up. Yeah, definitely was, Joel. So good call, bro. Still in SPI here. Watching the SPY itself. Who knows if it'll continue, but we're watching it. And we'll see if we make money from it or not. CEI still consolidating here. Okay, we're watching that. Prague. Get no more trading money for today, so I learned that I should be patient for sure. Yeah, Prague dump it down to that previous close. So we'll see if it holds over that level. CEI's holding pretty steady too. The real funny story is you telling the story of meeting your wife, then another lady not quite as high. That's how it happened, dude. I mean, that's really how it happened. Carol will say that too. I mean, I'm not going to mention names, but that's how it happened. You know. GeoEV. Yeah, GeoEV is looking good. Same thing with Lucid. Lucid's making moves up. We'll see if they're holding now. Prague bouncing right at that previous close. We just want to see Prague hold over that previous closing price. Like that's what we really want to see Prague hold over, is that previous closing price level. That's the level that's going to really influence it like that, you know. Is right over that previous closing price level. And who knows? That's what we want to see though. Same thing with like CEI. We want to see it hold over 140. And so far, so good for Prague. It's over that previous closing price level, which is good. You know, that's what we want to see. EVGO, CEI, expected flush, maybe. CI, we want to see it over the VWAP. It's trying. Lucid, I'm interested in a potential dip. GeoEV with a huge flush for GeoEV quickly too. All right, we're shorting futures again on Top Step. We're gonna get out there. We're up 187 in the futures market. Just kind of hanging out. What are you guys watching right now? Kind of maybe want to buy this Lucid dip here. I can't take huge sizing. I might be able to take like 10 shares. Yeah, we're in 10 shares of Lucid here. CEI is dipping. We'll let it try to hold here, you know. You might be add some more to Lucid too. See you, cats. Have a good day. Yeah, for sure, Joe. A lot of flushes, a lot of big moves, but flushes, you know, as well, 100%. Prague bouncing right at that previous closing price. And again, guys, this is why you should pay attention to previous closing levels. You know, like look at this. This is the previous closing price right here. This is why you should pay attention to it, is because it's gonna help you figure out what, you know, it's gonna help you figure out where the bounce may potentially be coming in at. Yeah, that's why it's relevant. You need to just pay attention to it. That's where you'll be able to identify where the bounce ultimately is coming from and why. So hey, these little 10 shares of Lucid ended up doing well. Made a little bit of money there. We'll take that. Watching the spot pretty closely here too. Yeah, let me get the music playing. My bad, the music stopped. All right, we just got a nice little scalp at NVIDIA. We lost some on AMD though. Still up on the day. CEI still tried to bounce there too. Prague bounced right at that previous closing price. Oh man. All right. INM. I don't want to buy Lucid again here. We'll see if that works. CEI still consolidating, bouncing. AMD might be pulling for like a red to green move. Yeah, INM all the way back over to 190s here. Looks good. Trying here for Lucid. GeoEV came all the way back down. Let's see if Prague can get back up to the VWAP. That's what we want to see. All right, there goes Lucid. I'll be able to hold this Lucid trade a little bit long term. INM popping up. Prague still moving up. I made a nice little gain on Nvidia again. Still on Lucid. That Nvidia gain will pay for this Lucid test trade. AMD ripping up big. CEI still consolidating. FAMI, Prague back to 6 in a day. Maybe. Hopefully. You know. All right, Lucid back up there. INM testing highs, guys. Look at INM testing highs up here. SPY ripping up good. Looks good. Prague still trying. Coming back up there. SPY looks like it's trying to rebound a little bit here. AMD starting to really rebound here. AMD starting to go up. Yeah, INM testing highs here. Look at INM. I, Nancy, Mark. Also shorting a little bit of the SPY here on Top Step. Up small. We're just going to scalp. We're scalpers here, so we're going to take that. Didn't really make anything from it. I'm going to jump right back in. See if that's the right move or not. Lucid still testing those highs. I have to get out on the bid if I want to really recover from that. CEI dipping down some. We're going to get out break even. AMD flying up, though. Yeah, we ended up getting out of CEI completely break even here. Luckily, we took profits at the right spots, and we got out pretty close to break even. Yeah, we made a little bit, but not much. What was YQ earlier? I think YQ was a split or something like that. RMTI. Maybe RMTI can rebound here. AMD's flying up. Still in the SPY in that short position. Hey, thank you, A. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm good. I'm working on scaling up in size right now. So, like, we're pretty solid with our trading technicals. Like, I've been trading for a long time, you know. And so, you know, we're pretty confident in, like, our technical skills with trading, you know. It just takes time. Still consolidating in Lucid, which is fine. Whatever happened to SPI? App window just flying up today. INM. Yeah, INM broke highs up to 220s. Just scalped a little bit more from Nvidia. A little bit more. Also just scalped a little bit more from Top Step. We're up 200 on the day. Lucid will let this work. You know, I'm not super worried about it. Could also add if I wanted to, but I think I'm just not going to. I think I'll wait. Yeah, Tesla, guys. Craziness. Tesla all the way back up to 1100. That's why I was telling people, like, people were all doom and gloom after the latest dip like a week ago. I tried to tell them, like, that is insignificant. Like, that doesn't matter. You know, like, Tesla has been so strong. It's just a little dip. It's the same thing with crypto. Like, no, like, this little crypto dip doesn't matter either to me personally. Like, most of the stuff is so strong, it doesn't matter. Like, if you look at historical levels, most of the time they're pretty solid. I learned from you to cut my losses fast. Yeah, you just got to be decisive about your losses. You just got to cut them when you need to. Sounds simple and sounds obvious, but you got to be decisive. A lot of people are actually profitable traders. And this is something that you might be able to learn from. So listen, if you're new or if you're struggling, listen. A lot of people are actually profitable traders. Their number one flaw, which is the worst flaw, is that they have an inability to cut losses. They can't cut losses. If you learn to cut your losses decisively, you could probably be green. If you're one of, I'll put it this way, if you're one of those traders that are green, big drawdown in your account that destroys your account, your biggest problem is your inability to cut losses. If you learn to cut losses decisively, you can make money. You know, that's the biggest skill you can have in trading. The best skill in trading is your ability to cut losses. If you can't do that, regardless of how profitable you are elsewhere, you're going to lose. And so if you want to get better at trading, you need to condition yourself. It's like Pavlov and the dog. You know, to put it into perspective, Pavlov was a psychologist back, I think it was in like the late 1800s, early 1900s, and he did these experiments with a dog, and he would feed a dog and ring a bell. Feed a dog, ring the bell. Feed the dog, ring the bell. Eventually, he took the food out of it. He just rang the bell, and the dog would salivate, thus conditioning that dog to salivate on command. That's what you need to do with your trading. You need to repeat the right things enough over and over and over again, condition yourself through repetition to cut your losses when you should, and you'll 100% be a better trader. Of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but that's how you become profitable. You just condition the right things over and over again. And it takes time. It's one of the reasons traders can't just jump into the market and make money most of the time. It's one of the reasons a course isn't going to help you be profitable, because what's going to help you be profitable is conditioning yourself through repetition to do the correct things. And that takes time. I'll end the rant now, but I hope that makes sense. All right, we got INM on here. Let's see if it holds. Let's see if it holds 205s. Yes, sir. All right, Tesla flying, INM flying. Prague still moving back up nicely. GOAV. Let's look at this big level we drew earlier at 1175. You know, you can see where we pull back to. We still pull back to that one obscure level, 1175, that we drew earlier. And again, the other thing is, like, technical analysis is a better skill. Like, you learn, instead of memorizing strategies, just learn good technicals. Like, that's the best thing you can do. You can memorize anybody's strategy. It's not going to work unless you know good technicals. If you know good technicals, you can create your own strategies and do whatever you need to do. And a lot of traders get stuck in this kind of limbo of just memorizing strategies, trading high of the day breakouts, which almost always fail. And they just get stuck and they don't know why they're profitable. That's why. Is you're trading the wrong strategies, you're buying high of the day breakouts, and you're just copying other people's strategies when you should be building your own through good technical trading. And so, yeah, biggest, most important thing. All right, INM is up. It's up 229s, 230s. Yeah, I'll buy back a paper. I'll buy back a trade. If I get stopped out and I think it looks good, 30 seconds later, I'll buy it right back. I don't care. I don't get my pride in the way. Like, I'll buy it back if I need to. And that's fine. You just got to do what you got to do. All right, we got Prague. We'll see if it holds over 5. GOEV holding right around that 1175 level. INM is probably the strongest move right now. INM, probably the strongest move. Oof, I didn't even look at Lucid, man. I'm gonna have to pay for that. I didn't even see Lucid. I'm down $9. But yeah, I just missed it. I forgot about it, to be honest, unfortunately. Which is all right. It happens. We're still green on the day. That's all I can really ask for. My goal is to scale up in size, and we're doing it. We are scaling up. It's just taking a little bit of time, which is normal. It doesn't. I don't even care if I'm green that much. Of course, I want to be green, but I would much rather. I would much rather just get used to larger sizing, because I know my trading over the last 4 months has been profitable, and so it's like, okay, well, now I just got to scale up in size so I can really make some real money here. And that's the job. So even if I lose right now, insignificant. What matters the most is getting used to the sizing I should be taking with my $30,000 account. Yeah, nice, Joel. Congrats, bro. Great trade. Great trade. Also, guys, so I'm going to preface this with everything we put out there is free. We don't sell a course. We don't sell a service. We don't claim to be experts. We don't claim to be gurus. We don't even claim to be good traders. And so we subsidize the stream with ads like I'm about to do. And so I hope you stick around and understand, listen, this is how we keep the stream free. And so support the content if you can. One of our sponsors, who's really a nice sponsor to us, is BitGet. And BitGet is one of my favorite crypto platforms. It's got everything you could really want in crypto trading. Everything you really want. Let me log in so you guys can see really what's going on with BitGet. but Bitget is the dopest platform in crypto I've used personally. And the reason for that is because it has whatever you need. It has regular investing. So if you just want to invest in crypto, you can. And they have Shiba Inu, they have Dogecoin, they have a lot of these crypto gaming coins and tokens that are really popular right now that you can't find other places. You can find a lot of them on Bitget. And you can see Bitget. Here's the investing page. You can see everything that's moving, what is moving. They've got Sushi, AAVA, Doge, Mana, ENJ, Sandbox. A lot of these crypto gaming coins, like look at Sandbox over the last day. It's up 7.5%, huge runs. And so some of these coins are the future, and you can find them on Bitget. You can also copy trade other profitable traders. And so if I go to accumulated transactions and see which ones are doing the best, look at some of these traders. Some of these traders are up thousands and thousands of percentage points. Like look at this guy, 87.8% accuracy. Look at this guy, 99.9% accuracy. The first thing you want to check is he sitting on losing trades? And so this guy certainly is. So you don't want to follow this guy because he's sitting on losses. So always go to copy trade right here and check to see if they're sitting on losses, because that just means they're manipulating their accuracy rate. And so let's keep on moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's look at this guy. This guy has made about 87% over the last 3 weeks. He's made 546% total over the last 3 weeks. And he's up about $1,590. So probably on par with me. I mean, if we look at his trades, first of all, again, you check copy trades. Okay, this is another dude that is yet again sitting on losses. So you got to be careful with that. That's not what you want. And you just got to keep looking. You keep looking. You'll find some traders that are legit and profitable. Let's keep finding them. Let's see, big percentage gains. All right, look at this guy. This guy, 100% over the last 3 weeks. He's made $404,000 over the last 3 weeks. All right, and so you can look at this guy and look at these guys' trades. Green. Look at all these green trades. Watch, I'm going to keep pressing next. He had a losing streak, but green, 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 mostly green, mostly green, 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 mostly green, green, green. So this guy's incredibly profitable. Look at this. You keep going back and back and back and back and back. And he's a large majority of his trades are green. He's also not sitting on any losses, which is great. And he's made $377,000 total on this platform. He's been trading for 224 days, so almost a year. And so almost a year, he's made about 100% in the last year. You know, last 3 weeks, he's made a little bit over 100%. He's made $404,000. And you can copy these guys trade for trade. You can copy them trade for trade on Bitget. One of the dopest parts of Bitget is that you can copy them literally trade for trade. You know, this guy's full, so we can set a slot reminder and get an alert anytime he's open. But look at this guy. He's up 85%. Again, the first thing you want to check is their copy trades. Okay, so they're sitting on a few losses, but let's look at their history to see how they're really doing. They're sitting on a few losses, but in terms of their history, they're pretty profitable. Look, mostly green, mostly green. And we can go back in time and see they're mostly green. And so, again, they're sitting on a few losses, but they've made 700% total. 700% total. In the last 3 weeks, they've made 555%. All right, if you look at their top follower, they've earned their top follower about $550, right? And you can follow them trade for trade. So if you want to follow him, you click follow. And if you want to follow him with a fixed ratio, you can say, hey, I want to follow him with half of his sizing. So I can say 0.5. That way, if I have a small account, and I can follow them with small sizing and not really worry about it that much. Then I can set a stop loss. And I recommend, guys, if you're in these trades, I recommend you set a stop loss in every single trade you ever get involved with. This person doesn't make huge percentage gains. And so I think like a 25 or 30% stop loss would be reasonable here. That way you're protected if they lose over 30% on any specific trade and get you and your money out. And then you can also give them a maximum follow of like $500. That's what I choose to do. And I just diversify with these copy traders. So you can copy these traders. You can also be a copy trader if you click become a trader at the top right. And a lot of these guys are not trading with huge sums of money. Like, look at these gains. This guy has made big percentage gains with $167 total profit. And so they're not trading with large sums of money. They're making 10% of everything they make other traders. They're making 10% on this, right? And so they're not starting off with a ton of money. They're earning 10%. If you've got 100 people following you and you earn those 100 people $1,000 each, that's $100,000. That means you as a copy trader earn 10K. And so a lot of these guys are trading with small sums of money and earning money as copy traders as well. You could also trade crypto futures and short Bitcoin or go long up to 125 times leverage, which you got to be careful with. But really dope part of their platform. If you're a good trader, you can get up to 125 times leverage, short Bitcoin, go long on a short-term basis and trade that way. And it's really cool. And if you want a paper trade, you can do that too for free on this platform. And so really useful. And depositing is super easy. You go to buy crypto at the top right. You say, hey, if you want to buy $500 of Bitcoin, Visa, MasterCard, Google Pay, it's through Mercurio and you get it in 2 to 10 minutes and you just click purchase on the bottom right. And so with that said, they are a sponsor of our video. We appreciate you, BitGet. And if you want to help support me and check out BitGet, which is honestly a really dope platform, I'll post this link and you can check them out. There's the link. Check it out. All right. Pooh, out of breath. But check them out. Guys, check them out. All right, we got the SPY making moves. Tesla still pushing up. GeoEV and other EV plays look to be falling down some. We'll see if INM holds at this 215, 213 level. My GYEN coin. GYEN. Let's check out GYEN coin. Let me put on some music. Okay, so here's GYEN coin. Wow, look at the last day. This thing's gone from less than a cent, about a penny, all the way up to 1.5 cents. So it's almost up 50% today. Or see, it's up 68%. Sorry, 70%. It's so new though. The only fear is like it could be a pump and dump. Is the only, that's the biggest risk here, is because it's good, but it's not that good, and there's just risk there. So just be careful, guys. I don't know about this coin. I don't know enough about it really. Listed on Coinbase. Okay, then that might be why. Then that's not a pump and dump. It was just listed on Coinbase then. Right, exactly. Yes. How many shares are you going in? Average sizing? It depends on the stock. I trade both large and small cap companies. And so if it's a small cap company, I'm going with at least usually like 300 to 400 shares. If it's a large cap company, I'm trying to get like 50 to 100 shares, depending on the range. There's not a universal range. And this is something that a lot of new traders don't really realize or understand, is that you can't trade a universal share size, because stocks have different ranges. A $5 stock can have a larger range than a $50 stock, and you'll get yourself in trouble using a universal share size. So you got to analyze the range. A lot of the times the way you can do that is just looking at the highs and lows over the last 30 minutes. That's the range, right? You look at the highs and lows over the entire day, over a specific time frame, over the last like 30 minutes, for instance, and then you just analyze it relative to that. So if it's moved $1 in the last 30 minutes, it has a 30-minute range of $1, and so you need to adjust your share size accordingly because of that. It's a really important thing to do if you're going to trade. Yeah, prog testing that previous closing price. Yeah, hey, well, hit up Tony, Joel. Tony got me my Series X. So Tony got me my Series X for regular price for like $550. And he got it for me like 7 months ago when it was really hard to find. And so check out Tony. He resells them. So hit up Tony. He might be able to get you one. I know he said he was. I know Tony said that he was gonna be using those, and he said he was gonna be slanging those basically. Yeah. How liquid is what? All right, what are you guys watching right now? Market's definitely slowed down a little bit. What are you watching right now? Let us know. Market's slowing down some. INM is probably one of everybody's main watch, I'm guessing, no? Tony does have that hookup, bro. He got me that Series X for regular price, you know. Shipped it to me and everything. I didn't even have to pay Tony, and I'm sure he did that because he knows me as a YouTuber, right? And so he trusted that I was going to pay him. I'm not sure if he'll do that with y'all, but he sent me the Xbox without even me needing to pay him, and I paid him after I got it. Also, guys, don't forget to go subscribe to our newest channel. It's called Beginner Crypto. We have the latest video on how to trade NFTs and profit the right way for beginners. And my business partner on this channel showed me how to do it from somebody that's actually done it. So he showed me all the like tips to really find NFTs and how to find the ones early, how to mint them early, how to be profitable in the NFT game. And I know we've had a lot of people asking about that. So make sure to go sub to Beginner Crypto and watch this video. There's the link right there in chat if you want to check it out. We just dropped the link right there. You can go check out the latest video that we dropped yesterday. Be sure to go subscribe, watch the video, and yeah, I appreciate it if you do, of course. Yeah, NVIDIA. I made some money on NVIDIA. Not a ton of money today, but we made some. You know, AMD's been kind of weird too, but we're watching INM. Watching the SPY too. The SPY has been trending down, and so it might be trying to break an upward trend. You know, we'll see. Tesla's still ripping up, looking really solid too. What's up, Calvary? Prague is just, you know, consolidating, you know, dropping a little bit. It is what it is, man. It happens, you know. We don't know what's going to happen with anything. Prague ripped up. It's still pretty much break even on the last week, though. But yeah, nothing's going to go straight up. It's going to move up and down and consolidate and do well and do bad. And so nobody really knows. Yeah, it happens, Tiny. Don't stress it too much, you know. Pretty break-even day. I mean, we didn't risk a ton. By the time we started to scale up and wanted to squeeze a little bit higher, we ended up just having a slowdown in the market, which it is what it is, guys. You know, it is what it is. Like I said, y'all be sure to check out Benzinga if you haven't already. Go subscribe to our new channel. We're probably going to close it down and just resume it back tomorrow, guys. So don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate you all that joined us today. Be sure to hit the subscribe button as well. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. Here's the Benzinga link. Remember, you can try out Benzinga for free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card data or credit card info. So there's the link for the Benzinga scans, guys. Check those out. Also, like I said, you can find BitGet, Benzinga links in the description. Go sub to our new channel, Beginner Crypto. Also, don't forget, go sub to our latest video in Beginner Crypto. I certainly appreciate it if you do. Help support the new channel, purely crypto channel that we're building. And of course, we're always going to keep this free in here, so don't worry about that. But we are we're slightly green today. Not a huge green day, but we're green. You know, so we'll take a green day. And maybe we'll find something else to trade. I don't know. I'll update you guys in the Discord or something if we do. We're up a whopping $14, which is fine. You know, it's fine. Green is green. And we'll take it. Then, yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, either way, regardless, hopefully we can keep making some money. And good luck, guys. Love you all. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys later.